To it.
So, when is Tom playing?
Hunter will be here. He'll bail out probably about 7:30. No, I'm just here to play Brad and whatever it is.
How you doing, Ensemble? Good to see ya.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hey, how are you? What? I'm tired, I'm going back to bed. I didn't know you were coming.
You did?
No. No. You're more than welcome to join us.
All right. Okay.
Here, pull up a chair. You're going to be with some young Republicans. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's great.
This is so. I'm going to put you right next to Liam. Come on over. No, this is an honor. Thank you.
Yeah, no sweat. I wouldn't miss it. In light of everything that's going on, people need to hear about it. You know?
Okay.
You don't mind sharing, do you?
Oh, no,
Of
not at
course,
all.
they set me up correctly.
I'll figure that out. Yeah, I got a young guy that's new, so maybe that's what it was.
Okay.
Can you find me a pen?
What is it? 2 eggs.
And I don't know you, so what do you do?
Vanessa, I'm the vice chair.
You're the vice chair. Okay.
I think we've met like once or twice.
I'm sorry. I figured you all knew each other.
I know this guy.
I'm a bad host.
That's okay.
You're okay.
No, don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's no. Plus, I'm overlooking it. There's no monitor. I'm sorry, I missed that. Tell who? Oh, okay. John Lavandes is here too. Yeah.
Dave, so what's the association with the diner?
The first year we did this, we were kicking around some ideas, and he's got a pretty conservative crowd that comes here, and he loves the radio station. And
Oh, good.
he said, "Let's do it here." And so it's been 6 years now. So
Wow.
That's great.
It's a cute little place. I like it. Just come here with my grandma.
Hi. I smiled.
That was kind of funny.
All right. So when you're talking, I just need you to get as close to this as possible.
Anything in particular that you are going to want to bring out, or?
I always try to avoid that, because then if I ask something else and they're not prepared, then they're mad at me.
They won't be mad at you.
guests come in, they may look like, I don't know what's going on. Greet them and just maybe have them sit down, because this goes quick. There's a lot happening. All right, thanks, Ian. Good morning, 5:05. Dave Allen here. It is a Friday. We're live at the Market Diner at the Central New York Regional Market, 2100 Park Street in Syracuse. Once again, our friends here at the Market Diner are offering a 57-cent breakfast special, 2 eggs and toast, or you can get a half-pound classic burger for just $5.70, and that goes until 9 o'clock this morning. We're going to kick things off with a group of young Republicans, and I'm including you too, John. First of all, let's welcome Assemblyman John Lamondis to the show. We also have Liam O'Connor. He's chairman of the Onondaga County Young Republicans. And Vanessa Jarrett is here, the vice chair of the Onondaga County Young Republicans. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Boy, this is quite a treat. Assemblyman, let's start with you.
Sure.
We've had a lot of crazy news stories this year. Past couple of days, there's been so much happening in the world. Where do you want to start?
I think I want to start by hoping that we can regain some civility in the world, that this war can stop, and that everybody here in this country can have a wonderful holiday season. That's where I'd like to start.
In this past week, I've been to so many menorah lightings. I've been to the Christmas tree lightings around town and around central New York. Is there hope for 2024?
I think there's always hope, and I go back to my military service as well as those of everyone that I served with. That's a tough road, no matter what. The world's a crazy place, but there's always hope, and I think that all of our efforts lead to that. And I think we've got the best country in the world still, but it needs help right now.
Is there hope for the Republican Party?
Yes. And that's why these guys are here.
All right, let's get to our young leaders. Liam is chairman of the Onondaga County Young Republicans. So what does 2024 look like for the Republican Party?
Yeah, so we are working hard to breathe life into the Republican Party locally here. A fact that comes to mind is only 18% of youth ages 18 to 25 are currently choosing the Republican Party, and we're working very hard to support candidates that are going to change that and change the views of the Republican Party, or people's perceptions of the Republican Party.
To me, now I'm somewhat of an insider, but to me it seems like there's a buzz. There's some movement there. Vanessa, how did you get involved with the Republican Party?
I come from a long line of Republicans. Grew up, born and raised Republicans, and then started my college year in Syracuse. I met Liam and got super involved and haven't stopped since.
Yeah. So, any of you can chime in on this. Who are you? John, let's start with you.
Sure.
Your role models as a Republican. Who were your Republican role models growing up?
I love President Eisenhower. I love President Reagan. Both President Bushes. And I'm also going to say President Kennedy. Believe it or not. I think I listened to several things that he said just recently, and people forget that the division between Republicans and Democrats today is not what it used to be in this country. And people like him, I think, brought everyone closer together.
Liam, for anyone listening that wants to get involved with the Young Republicans here in Onondaga County, how do they go about doing that?
So never hesitate to reach out on our Facebook page, Onondaga County Young Republicans, or our Instagram page, Onondaga County Young Republicans, and we're happy to get anybody and everybody involved.
Yeah. Vanessa, I don't know if this is true, but the Young Republicans seem to be a little more active than us older Republicans. Do you get a sense of that?
I think we're starting to get there. I think it's important that we bring people together. Only 12.5% of women in 18 to 25 in Onondaga County are Republicans and getting out to vote. So, I want to see us come together, and I hope we can get a younger generation to come out.
Yeah, real quick, what does Christmas look like for you this year?
I get to go visit my grandpa down south.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be really nice.
Very nice. You can leave the warm weather we've got here in central New York right now?
Yes, I'll be doing a lot of horseback riding, so it'll be fun.
And Liam, how about you?
Spending time with family right here locally.
Yeah. Are you done with the craziness in Albany, John? For the
Craziness in Albany never stops. It literally never stops. So I hope to see this year being better for everyone in New York State. I hope that we can get some actual policies passed that that benefit people, that benefit taxpayers, and that our budget actually comes down to a sensible level, because right now the track we've been on for the last 3 years is unsustainable, and everyone knows that.
All right. Merry Christmas to you all. Happy holidays. New York State Assemblyman John Lamondes, Liam O'Connor, the chairman of the Onondaga County Young Republicans, along with Vanessa Jarrett. She's the vice chair of the Onondaga County Young Republicans. Thank you all for coming in this morning. Happy holidays. All right, it's 510 News Radio 570 WSIR. Let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Dunman.
So where are you from?
Cicero.
You're from Cicero. You went to Cicero.
I went to CNS, yeah.
And where did you go to high school?
West Jenny.
Okay, all right.
You want a picture with them, Dave?
Yeah, please.
Not the whole
That's funny. Everybody say Oakland.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Liam needs to learn that.
Keep up the great work.
Oh, yeah, you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, you as well.
Yeah.
So you guys got up this early.
to do this again.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I don't work till 7.
So how often do you work on this?
It's another wrestling weekend.
I'm here.
I used to work like
Right now we got 39 degrees here in downtown Syracuse at the Market Diner as Dave Allen's Christmas show continues. We're live till 9 on News Radio 570 WSYR.
school, yeah. I'll be out of town now, so I won't be able to go for Okay.
Yeah. May rethink this next year, Dave. It was 3:30 in the morning.
What's that?
I live in Mexico.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's good.
Lynn didn't tell me that.
Well, not thinking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what time do I have to get up? It's all good. So what time did you start at 5?
Yeah. Yeah, we're just getting underway.
Nice.
But I've been up since 2.
I feel your pain. No, I'm just picking. Do you get up at that time every day?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right, so when we're talking, I just need you to try to get as close
Okay.
to this as possible.
Got it. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay. Okay. Want coffee?
Yeah, I have one actually. I was like, oh yeah.
How long do we have here? Till I'm back. It's 5:15 News Radio 570 WSYR. Dave Allen live at the Market Diner, and we're here till 9 this morning for Dave Allen's Christmas show. It's literally a who's who of our favorite guests and newsmakers. Karen Belcher's one of them. She's the executive director of Food Bank of Central New York. Karen, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Dave. Good morning.
Let's recap the year. What kind of a year has it been for Food Bank?
It's been very, very busy. We are seeing pandemic level need currently. We, for the first 5 months of this fiscal year, are at 9.4 million pounds. We haven't seen that since 2020. So there's a large need.
Why is that?
I think as we look at the economy and what's happened since the pandemic, there's such increase in costs of food, of housing, of just general day-to-day living expenses that people are still trying to make ends meet. They're living paycheck to paycheck. Some are underemployed. So it's really, when you think of that first thing that gets cut in your budget, it's food. So they're turning to us.
Yeah, we think about the holidays, we think about hope. There is hope, though, right?
There is. I mean, that's why we're here. The food bank every day works with 385 programs across our 11 county service area to ensure that there's access to nutritious food that families may need.
Paint the picture. How does that work? What does Food Bank do?
So we really are that large warehouse here in Central New York that procures donated, purchased foods that then our programs can look at what inventory we have and supplement and complement the items that they currently have. So if they're out of peanut butter, they're ordering peanut butter from us so that they can have that to distribute to the families. And then we have a fleet of 15 vehicles that right now are probably getting loaded to hit the roads, and it doesn't matter the day, the weather, the time, they're out there on the roads delivering foods to our programs.
I want to talk about our friends at Tops Friendly Markets, what they're doing today. What's happening today?
Yeah, today is Food for Families. So little brown bags of hope are being sold now until December 24th, and those foods will come to the food bank to help us supply those programs in the community with the much needed foods that they need.
So how does that work? If somebody wants to help the Food Bank of Central New York today, they go to Tops, and what happens?
Yeah, so you can just at the register say that you want to donate, and there's a $5, $10, and $20 bag. And what they're doing is they're then just delivering those foods directly to us so that they get into our inventory and out to the community. So stop at any of your local Tops, donate a brown bag of hope.
And I want to thank our friends at News Channel 9 for helping the Food Bank out with that again this year. Tim Fox has a busy day. Tim always laughs because I always invite him to the Dave Allen Christmas show, and he can never come because he's out doing live shots with your folks all day long.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Tim's a great guy, and he's an asset to the community. Karen, what do the holidays look like for you?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a quieter holiday. We've had a different year, but it's going to be with family. And I think as I've reflected this year on everything that's happened in my life, I realized that those traditions, the memories that I have, it's really around being together at the kitchen table, having a meal. And that's what I want to provide to others in the community. I want them to have those memories later in life that remind them of family members who have passed, and just the traditions that you create as a family that become so important.
Nice. We live in a great community because of people like you, Karen. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays to you, Dave.
Karen Belcher, the Executive Director, Food Bank of Central New York. And if you can help out today and get to a Tops location, we would appreciate that. All right, we'll check traffic and weather together next as Dave Allen's Christmas show continues here on News Radio 570 WSYR. Hi.
Awesome.
I want to get a picture. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fine. I need just a minute. You okay? You okay on time? It's 520 News Radio 570 WSYR. Let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Denman. I'm here. Right now, 39 degrees under clear skies. Should have a beautiful sunrise here in downtown Syracuse. As Dave Allen's Christmas show continues, we're live on News Radio 570 WSYR. Not really. Yeah, I can. Okay. Okay. In other words, your guest didn't show up and you're desperate. No. You come with your own mug?
No. They must have thought I had estrogen. All right.
And I can go till 25, right? And this is DeTulio, correct? All right, thanks. I actually have a clock. A giant clock. For whatever reason, I can't hear the bed when it's playing. All other audio is great. I can't hear that bed. It's 5:23 here at News Radio 570 WSYR. Dave Allen live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. This is our 6th year to do this here at the Market Diner. Want to thank our friends here at the Market Diner for providing a 57-cent breakfast special, 2 eggs and toast or a half-pound classic burger for $5.70. Want to welcome Steve Roberts to the show from Zoe Advertising. I wanted to pull you in for a second because I wanted to mention what Zoe Advertising is doing for the Dave Allen Christmas show again this year. We're actually streaming this on the Zoe Advertising YouTube channel, right?
We are.
And it's live, multi-cameras. This is quite the setup. I can't thank you and your team enough for doing this for us this year.
Someone asked us, why are you doing it? I said, because it's fun. And we partner with iHeart in so many things. We felt like, hey, it's one of the it's a something we can do.
Yeah, and you want to give your team credit for what they do, not only here for this, but what they do throughout the year?
Well, yeah, absolutely. The Zoe team, and of course we do the local show on the weekends, 2 hours on Saturday, 11 to 1, and then Sunday, 7 to 9. But the production things with Brad and the team and Tom, Sakosha, and everybody that put this thing together, they're amazing. I show up, Dave, and don't do much, and they'll say that to you too.
What is it about the magic of radio that continues in 2023?
I was a kid that used to listen to a shortwave radio, had a map in my room and would put pinheads to countries I could see. I feel like that's still there in so many people. You can hear it, you can imagine it. I think you get to know people better. There used to be a campaign years ago. It was See It on the Radio. Do you remember that? The Ad Council. They said, see it on the radio. I thought that was genius. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what people can do. And through conversations, get to know people, get to relate, to feel safe doing business with them, or just make a friend.
Yeah. What do the holidays mean to you?
Everything. Christ's birth, Christmas. And then that gets topped by Easter when he rose from the grave. So Christmas is real, to me personally, important, and that we can in a special way, reach out to people that maybe we forgot about through the year. And I think, the Salvation Army, the different organizations, here's a chance to give an outlet to that, right?
Yeah, speaking of the Salvation Army, we've got Salvation Army bells on most of the tables here at the Market Diner. I don't know if you know this, but the Market Diner has a Salvation Army red kettle at the register year-round.
I did not know that.
I think that says something about our friends here at the Market Diner.
I would agree with you.
Yeah, so if you're coming in, we would encourage you to bring a little cash to stick in the red kettles here at the Market Diner this morning. Steve Roberts from Zoe Advertising, thanks for all you do, and Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. Thank you, David.
All right, it's 5:25, News Radio 570, WSYR. Dave Allen's Christmas show continues here at the Market Diner. Let's get to sports now with Sports 25 and 55. Here's John DiTullio. All right. Thank you, sir.
So I got into the habit actually. So my first ministry role was in Guyana. So I lived in the and that's on the equator. Mm-hmm. So you needed to get up early and get things done. Like I'd like to go jogging and things because by 6 o'clock it's hot, So just got into that habit, and so I'm a 4:30 guy. This is how I roll. This is great. Yeah. Thanks for the invitation.
All right. So we're going to go into the news. Let's see, it's 5:27. We're going to the news at 5:30, and then we'll be on at about 5:33.
Do you want me to put these on, or does
you
it
don't
matter?
have to.
Yeah.
You can if you want to, but you don't have to. So I have a question. So the bed he's playing that's feeding to me, I can't hear it. It's on the air, but I can't hear it. I'm hearing all other commercials and everything. It's there, but it's really low. So I don't know. Hey, can you hear me for a second? Oh, everything just cut out. Hi. We're just trying to figure out why I can't hear the bed when you're playing it. Are you playing it off of something different? Yeah, it's just really low. I can't hear it. I can't tell that it's on. Like this last time? I can't say that I did. I mean, compared to everything else, it is just low. I can't tell that it's even on there. I heard you jump in and say, you're on, so.
It may be just turning the pot up a lot louder.
You traveling at all over the holidays?
No, not as much as normal. Normally we do. This would be my first Christmas in Syracuse. So normally every other year I'll be in Wisconsin, and then the other year we go overseas, where we had lived in South Africa. So so we usually go.
Where in Wisconsin?
Every other. Right by Stevens Point, Wisconsin, right in the center of the state.
I spent a summer in Manitowoc.
Yeah.
30 years ago.
Yeah, that's home.
So I came close to buying into a radio station in Manitowoc.
Really?
And the timing just wasn't right.
Yeah. That's home.
Yeah.
My parents still live. They still live in the house that they moved in. I was 6 months old. So just east of Stevens Point, it's a little town called Amherst Junction, and that's about 200 people. And that's really where I just tell people Stevens Point because they. But yeah, small town, no stoplights. That's rural America. That's my. I love it. I mean, it's half those people are my cousins too. So
So for a while, I spent some time in Petoskey, Michigan, on the other side of the lake.
Yeah.
I thought, well, let's see what the other side of the lake looks like.
It's a trip. I love it. I love going back. And
all I remember about northern Michigan was it snowed every day, even when the sun was out. It's like living in a shaker ball. And I'm not a skier.
Yeah, me neither.
Now I enjoyed cross country skiing and snowshoeing, but there comes a point to where enough is enough.
Yeah. My dad used to say, he's like, all that sun does is give us light. That's all.
So, and then what do? I moved to Syracuse. So.
Yeah, that's right.
I can send you, I can email you if you want to copy and paste it. Hey, so how long should I go out of the news here? Okay, how long should I go here?
This is a great place. I've never been in here before.
All right, thanks. Did you get coffee or anything?
I'm good. No, I'm good. Yeah, thank you.
Caught him with his mouth full.
All right, this is the point to where my team should be ringing the bells, the Salvation Army bells. We're live at the Market Diner at the Central New York Regional Market, 2100 Park Street in Syracuse for Dave Allen's Christmas show. This is our 6th year to do this with the Market Diner. They're offering a 57-cent breakfast special this morning. That's 2 eggs and toast for just 57 cents, or a half-pound classic burger for just $5.70. Tell you what, it's always a who's who of my favorite guests and newsmakers each year as we celebrate the holidays here during this very special live broadcast. I want to welcome the Reverend Brian Conkle to the show. He's the Dean of Hendricks Chapel at Syracuse University. He's also Professor of Practice at SU. Brian, great to see you. Happy holidays.
Hey, happy holidays to you. It's great to be here. This is amazing. This is a great scene, and it's a joy to be here.
I feel like I've gotten to know you really well over recent years. It's not always good times when we chat because of things that are happening in the world. This is, when it comes down to it, this is a crazy world that we live in. We've had some challenges this year. Give us some hope for the holidays and for the new year.
Well, this is a season of light and various traditions that celebrate various holidays during this time of year. It is a reminder that there is light in the midst of the darkness, and especially here in Syracuse where we get a lot of darkness in the weather. There's a lot of darkness, of course, around the world. And when I think about this season, it's a reminder that just one light can outshine that darkness, that each person, through their thoughts, through their deeds, through their acts of service, and through their kindness, can make a difference. That, to me, is hope. Hope is not just wishing for the best. Hope is recognizing that what we do matters, and we do have the ability to change the world for the better.
Mm-hmm. You and I have been to a number of menorah lightings this year, and Hanukkah wrapped up last night. The last night of Hanukkah, all the candles are lit on the Hanukkah, which is the correct name for a menorah during Hanukkah. Each night a little more light. How does that relate to everybody else during the holiday season?
That light has the ability to magnify, and we were meant to show that light. During this season of Hanukkah, what I learned from our Jewish brothers and sisters is to let that light shine. Put that light in the window so that others can see it, others can be inspired by it, and others can share their light as well. I think that's a powerful message for all of us to follow during this time of year and far beyond.
Yeah, so being dean of Hendricks Chapel, you're working with a lot of other folks, and you're dealing with a lot of students with different beliefs, different faiths. Is that a challenge?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a huge challenge, and it's a great opportunity. For me, it's about how do we model the type of world we want to live in, not mirror the world that we do live in. Model the type of world where people can be both committed to a particular point of view, whatever that point of view is, and open, curious, and filled with wonder about other points of view. I think that people can have both roots and reach. And at the chapel and throughout the campus community, I think that there is a way for us to hold both together, both and, that be committed to a particular view and open, curious, and inviting to the views of others.
Yeah, you and I have lived in a number of places around the country over the years. I've been in Syracuse now for 25 years. This is home for me. What is it about Syracuse and Syracuse University specifically that just, puts a spotlight on this community?
I moved here in the summer of 2017. I told people my moving truck pulled up on a Saturday, and by Tuesday I felt like I was at home. I have felt this way about this place from the very beginning. There's a spirit here of community that is palpable, that people belong to each other, they know each other, they're in each other's business. It's a great place, and I think that community is a wonderful way for us to show the ways that our lives are tethered. We're bound together, and Syracuse has that spirit of community that I think is attractive, that makes this a wonderful place to live. For me, it's a great place for my wife and I to raise our children. And of course, in the middle of that, for me, is being at Syracuse University, where we welcome the world to Central New York to live and to learn. It's a wonderful place to be. I love it.
I can't thank you enough for coming in this morning. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and keep up the great work.
You as well. Thank you.
The Reverend Brian Conkle, Dean of Hendricks Chapel and Professor of Practice at Syracuse University. It's 5:38. We'll check traffic and weather together on the 10s next year on News Radio 570 WSIR. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
God bless you. Yeah, this is great. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Thanks for all you do.
I love it.
Okay, great. Yeah, I wonder. You want a picture?
We're good.
Oh, man, this one or that one?
This one. Yeah. I'm here.
Look up for a second.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's great to see you.
Good. You're looking good.
Thank you.
Yes.
You as well.
You're still on the track, the eating track. Good.
It's 540 News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Denman. Coffee?
I'll wait till after.
You sure? How's everything?
It's been busy. Thank God it slows down a little bit in the winter, but this area, we have like 3 guys living just right around here. So this is a hot spot for us by the mall. Yeah.
So we are on camera as well.
Are they streaming it live?
I don't know if you remember what the weather was last year at this time for the Dave Allen Christmas show, but it was a bear trying to get to the Market Diner that morning, thanks to that big winter storm. Don't have to worry about that this morning. In fact, we're in for a beautiful sunrise here shortly. We have clear skies. It's 39 degrees downtown at News Radio 570 WSYR. And then how long can I go? Okay. Okay. All right, thanks. Pancakes. It's 5:45 at News Radio 570 WSYR. Dave Allen here at the Market Diner, the Central New York Regional Market, 2100 Park Street in Syracuse. It's Dave Allen's Christmas show. The Market Diner, nice enough to offer a 57-cent breakfast special. That's 2 eggs and toast. Or they've got the half-pound classic burger for just $5.70 this morning. And, of course, they've got the full menu available for whatever you want as well. Hey, it's always a who's who of my favorite guests and newsmakers as we celebrate the holidays here during this live radio broadcast. John Tomino, a good friend, joins us. John's the executive director and founder of In My Father's Kitchen. John, always great to see you. Thank you for all you do, and thanks for being on the show this morning.
Good morning. It's good to see you face-to-face. Usually it's over the phone.
What has this year been like for you?
Well, it was an incredibly busy summer. Thank God in Syracuse the cold weather is an ally for us, but it's not really that cold this morning, but it's driven people to make decisions to go to shelter. But right now where we're at in this location, On Park Street, we have about 3 or 4 people living right in this vicinity outdoors.
So for those that don't know, you're dealing with the homeless community.
Yeah.
And what are those situations like? How do they get in a homeless situation like that?
Yeah, my group is the toughest group. I'm working with the chronically homeless, a lot of untreated addiction, untreated mental health, which causes you to make some bad decisions to be outdoors. I have family members trying to reach out to some people with mental health issues, and they're not responding because they're not being medicated, so they wander around outside.
You think back to when you first started doing this. What was that like? You started cooking a little food in your home kitchen, and what happened?
Yeah, so 12 years ago, I lived just 4 blocks from here, so it only took me a minute to get here. And it started with my wife and I having an encounter with an individual on the corner and then making meals out of our house and driving around into the town. And I never thought that what I would see or hear with my ears and see with my eyes, I thought I was just going to be bringing meals out. And it's not just about feeding people, it's about getting people connected to services to get them out of that situation.
What's the impact been over the years? I mean, you've obviously had growth with the organization in My Father's Kitchen, but what's that impact been?
Well, for me, the direct impact is since 2011, we've assisted over 330 people that were homeless into housing. Unfortunately, we've lost almost 70 individuals have perished that I've met outside. So Leanne and I realize, and my team, it's life and death outside. The longer I see you outside, the more vulnerable you become, and the more likely that something bad could happen to you.
Yeah, you've grown a lot. You've had a lot of support. Is it the city or the county that supports you a little bit and
It's
has
both,
helped
actually.
you out?
Yeah, it's both. That's a great question. So our Higher Ground Day Labor Program is funded through Onondaga County, through the County Executive's Office. We have a small grant that comes through HUD that's distributed through the City of Syracuse, so we have a wonderful working relationship with Business and Neighborhood Development in the Mayor's Office. So the city and county are engaged, but the majority of our funding source is private donors, folks who just believe in what we're doing. Mom and dad, grandma, grandpa donate to us on a monthly basis.
Yeah, it's the end of the year. A lot of folks, a lot of businesses that listen to this radio station may be thinking, it's time to do some kind of a year-end contribution to somebody. How do they go about doing that? If they
Yes, so if you want an easy way is get online. You could go to our website at myfatherskitchen.org. You could donate electronically. You could become a monthly reoccurring giver if you'd like to do that, or make a one-time gift, or you could mail us a check if you'd want to do that, and you could find our address on our website as well.
Yeah, you do such great work. You've been a good friend to me in this radio station over the years, and especially to the community, and I can't thank you enough for what you do and what you're about, and that means a lot. For people that are struggling that may be listening to this radio station, John, you're always a good one to paint a picture of hope. Give us some hope for the holidays.
Yeah, I think, first of all, thank you for letting me be a voice for the voiceless on the air. I feel like when I come and talk with you, it's not me just talking to you, it's me bringing the voices of many on the streets. I think for folks that are out into the community and you're having a hard time, just reach out. Don't isolate yourself. Try to get connected with someone. That's what happens with us on the streets. Our folks are just wandering by themselves, and we try to make a connection. The best way to get out of your darkness is to connect with someone who could lead you to the light.
Awesome. John Tomino, the Executive Director of In My Father's Kitchen. John, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Dave. Merry
Have
Christmas.
a great New Year. That's John Tomino. It's 5:48. We'll check traffic and weather together on the 10s next year on News Radio 570 WSYR.
Awesome.
Thank you. Can we get a couple pictures?
Yeah.
Hey, what kind of time do we have here? Okay. 5:50, News Radio 570, WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Denman.
Here.
Just right there, it's fine. Say that again, please. Okay. Yeah, that'd be great. Excuse me, just a second. I'm going to take you a little early if you're okay with that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We get a couple minutes yet.
No worries.
Wow, what a beautiful morning. We're in for a gorgeous sunrise. 39 degrees here at the Market Diner as Dave Allen's Christmas show continues. We're live till 9 this morning on News Radio 570 WSIR. Just a heads up, I'm going to take Danny early, so he's next. And it's just Danny. We're on camera, by the way.
Yeah.
I hope you're okay with it.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This was good timing. I appreciate you coming in.
Yes. Always happy to help out.
And I can go right up to sports time, correct? All right, thanks. Nice hoodie.
Not too shabby.
Frank's coming in at 6:30.
Good. Good. Guy works his tail off.
He told me the other day he's 78. That surprised me.
He's got a lot of energy for 78. I would have not guessed that.
I think he told me that when I asked him if he'd come at 6:30.
I think he likes to sleep.
How long? All right, thanks. It's 5:53 here at News Radio 570 WSIR. Those are the Salvation Army bells that you hear here at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. The good folks at the Market Diner have a Salvation Army red kettle on display at the cash register year-round, and we thank them for doing that. We've got a red kettle here at our table, too. If you're coming in to see us this morning, we would encourage you to bring a little cash or some loose change and stick it in the red kettle for the Salvation Army. It's always great to welcome Danny Leatka to the show. Danny's the president and chief executive officer at Visit Syracuse. Happy holidays.
Hey, happy holidays to you.
Yeah, big day today. What's happening? A little bit later on.
It's a great day today. Over at Destiny USA, we're going to celebrate the anniversary of our Welcome Center over there, which is, they're nothing new to New York State. It's a 10-year anniversary, but for us, it's our 6th anniversary. And we see well over 1 million people walk by that center every year, so it's a great celebration for us. It's a good landmark.
It's a great way to showcase what's happening in this town, and what's your involvement with that?
Yeah, so really the concept there is to try to bring local businesses, New York State businesses, and give them, a venue to sell their products, especially the farms and candy shops, places like that. So it just gives them a really good presence at a very busy mall, which is great. Typically around the state, they're more geared toward rest centers. Like we're really the only one that's inside of a mall, which is really great because we can showcase the region with some interactive things as well.
Some big wigs coming to Destiny later today?
We'll have some big state officials in there as far as I know.
Nice. So, as the head of Visit Syracuse, what's the message outside of this community? Why would somebody visit Syracuse?
We always hear when people come here, "Hey, I never knew," and that's refreshing in one light. In the other light, we have to do a better job of telling our story here. I think our people set us apart, but there is absolutely something for everyone here, and we've seen that on our website, especially outdoor recreation since the pandemic. It's exploded, and it's really a wonderland for those type of enthusiasts. So the food scene is great, and the music scene is, I call it underground. It's not going to be underground for long. We're really going to push that out.
That's awesome. Down the road, what does 2024 look like?
So we have to really go on the offense here with the 81 project. I think the perception to visitors might be that our region is going to be difficult to navigate. So we've got to make sure we get out in front of that and handle that messaging and let people know that Syracuse and the region is open for business. Might be a little dust here and there, but it's for the better in the long run. We're going to have a new city on the other side of this. So we're open for business. Come explore as if nothing's going on.
Yeah, and the big news talk radio station in town would love to be a part of that. So keep us in the loop on everything that's happening.
Fantastic.
We'll help you get that message out. Danny, thanks so much. Always great to see you. Stick around for a second. I want to get some photos. Danny Lika, President and Chief Executive Officer with Visit Syracuse. It's 5:55, News Radio 570, WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's get to sports now. Sports 25 and 55. Here's John DeTulio. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Why don't you take prime next to Gun Boy? You want to try? We're going to put two behind one mic. I don't know how we're going to do it. I can help. Put Tom in Mr. Mallory up front.
Nobody backs baby into the corner.
I'm going to go behind. Put the camera. I'll go back here.
All right, we have a few minutes yet. We're going to news. And
Yeah. Tom, you could.
Coffee?
When did you slide it?
Sorry? Coffee?
Yeah, I was going to get one.
Okay.
It'd be great.
You see a winter one by one.
You're here. I'll hover behind. Do you know Brandon Putzer?
Futzer. I don't think so. Doesn't sound familiar.
His father is the other half of Comfort Windows and Doors.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that company.
Yeah,
Heard of that.
and I worked 10 years with Fritz
Okay.
Gentili.
Yeah.
Fritz is like the main owner
Yep.
now, because Billy Putzer took kind of a backseat, but Fritz is married to Lori Putzer. So they've been married for 30 years now, but
That company's
now
been
they're
around for a while.
kids.
A lot of radio advertising.
Oh yeah. That's why when I was there, oh my God, I had a $1.6 million ad budget. I had a,
Wow.
Yeah, Brandon is Billy's son, and he's rough and tumble, gun touting, you know. They both live out in Lafayette.
Okay.
So he's got 13 acres out there.
Yeah.
A beautiful spread.
Go with these two, Dave, and me.
No, I want you in here. I want you in here.
Tom, go this way.
Well, you do the. I'm not really comfortable with microphones.
I'm going to shoot the gap, and that because he's got a camera there that he wants to see you.
He's going to be the. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
If you want to, but
No.
I look better.
you're only going to hear Ian.
Yeah.
How are you?
I like.
Trying to think when I saw you last. I think it was our 100th bar hopping night.
Yeah, I think we were over at the that place out in Manlius. Yeah, whatever that is. That was about it.
You're bar hopping so much you forgot the name of the place.
No, well, I don't know what they were doing.
Interesting.
But I hear you, you know. We talk about you.
I was reminded that the mics are live at all times. So.
Good to know.
On the Zoe Advertising YouTube channel.
Yes. Well, I don't want to give my bank numbers out then.
No top secret sauce stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Good. Good year?
Yeah, you know, it's been a lot of, since the DJ stuff came back, it's been like crazy with the wedding receptions and all that, which at 59 years old, I'm still doing.
For the stupid camera.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Am I okay sideways like this? Just don't want to have my back to him.
I'm fine. I gotta
You're a little bit
Sideways is our middle name.
That's true. Touche. Thought that said sold out. I'm like, how'd you get it if it was sold out? It says fold out.
You've been busy though. Normal stuff.
I don't work.
Yeah.
Because you love what you do.
Little as possible.
I know the alarm went off at, we had a smoke alarm that went off at 1 this morning. So I didn't get back to sleep till like 2 because, you know, heart's racing and
yeah.
One of the guests turned the pellet stove on and it was a little smoky.
Thanks. Thank you. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. I appreciate you coming in.
Morning. Sam, he was at the DMV. They put the thing in. So I'm just waiting for him to get that thing titled so I can get those plates and put them on Kelly's car.
Okay, yeah.
Waiting right now. I can get them. I don't do anything. So sorry.
Right.
For that.
You been going since 5?
Well, I mean, it's just sitting there. So
I know.
as long as you got that paperwork I gave you, you're all set.
I do.
I'm sorry.
You've been going since 5?
Yeah. Sorry.
Going since
No.
Just listening to us. All right. I think he's going to wrap up the news in just a second, then we'll talk. So just a heads up on your list. This is going to be Tom and Steve and Matt.
How's Kelly?
Terrible.
No?
Yeah, she's down for the count now.
I know
She's
people.
gotten worse.
I know people here.
COVID? Or?
No.
We can't. We're not allowed to say
I wouldn't test if
We don't say
you
that
dragged
word.
me there anymore. So
We don't use that word around us.
I get it from being tested.
it was just cold. You know, everybody had a cold, and then I got the cold. Tried to do the show, record, and I couldn't talk.
You guys like trading germs?
I wasn't bad. I was on vacation once.
And am I going right to traffic then?
You don't say COVID. We won't say. We won't say it's all right.
Bump stock.
Yeah.
We'll play Mad Bingo. Play all things that piss 'em off.
Yeah, but I wish I knew exactly where he lived, because I don't know where you are.
All right, thanks, Ian. 6:05, Dave Allen live at the Market Diner at the Central New York Regional Market, 2100 Park Street in Syracuse. We're actually doing this live on the Zoe Advertising YouTube channel. And I want to thank our friends, the hosts of the local show at Zoe Advertising, Tom Sicoscio Jr. and Steve Roberts, for doing a great job. I don't know if you saw the stream yet this morning, but it looks fantastic.
I did. I was over talking with Brad, making sure everything was up.
Brad's doing a great job over there. We got him tucked away in the corner.
Cameras everywhere. Yeah, nice.
So, Tom, great to see you. We chatted with Steve earlier this morning. You guys host the local show from Zoe Advertising. You do the weekend show on our radio station. What are the holidays looking like for you this year?
Oh, busy as usual. Not as much family anymore. Because people have gotten older and gone away.
Nice.
So now it's more the immediate family and all that.
Yeah. So I was talking to Steve earlier about what the magic of radio. It continues in this day and age. Why is that? What is it that makes radio so magic?
No one quite knows. But I can tell you why the local show is fun. Because, ever since I was a kid, I was enamored with radio commercials. And you remember Dick and Bert and all those,
sure. I was a kid, but yes.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we were both probably younger. But all those great radio commercials that talked about commerce. Come to my place and buy Christmas trees. Come to my place and buy jewelry. Come to my place. And it was just the way that they wrapped up commercials was always interesting to me. I think it was interesting to Steve as well, which got him into the agency world. Yeah. So with this local show thing, we love commerce. We love local business and local organizations. So for us, it's a real treat to talk to 8 guests every week that are, have varying businesses around Syracuse.
Nice. Speaking of local businesses, Matt Mallory, our gun guy from PSN Ed, joins us, public safety and education, offering self-defense and firearm training and sales. Matt, always great to have you on the show.
Likewise, Dave. Always glad to be here.
You're a local business guy. What do the holidays mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I love to train people so that they can protect their family during this crazy time of, Black Friday and such. That's usually my big time to get people educated in mindset and tools so that they can protect their families and and what they work so hard for.
There's been a whole lot of craziness when it comes to gun laws in this state this year. Where are we headed, or where are we right now?
Well, we got a good decision out of the U.S. District Court, the 3-judge panel just this past Friday, a week ago, which basically shot down 3 huge parts of the CCA law, which is a good thing. My vision is it's probably going to get appealed to the Supreme Court, and more will get shot down by SCOTUS. But right now, it's pretty glim in New York State and federally too. So a lot of people are getting armed to protect themselves because it's not only crazy on the streets, but then the politicians are making it even harder to protect yourself.
Time frame on what's to come, or just
a good litmus test of what's happened in the past. The SCOTUS ruling from the Bruin decision last June took 7 years to get to the Supreme Court. It took New York State 1 month to come up with CCIA to rebuttal that. And then the recent was 7 months from the time that March till just September that the district court just ruled on Friday. So it's a long time to go through court. The saying, the wheels of justice move ever so slowly, is so true.
Yeah. What's hunting season been like? I've been seeing a lot on social media. Has it been good?
Well, I haven't gotten out, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
I know. I just been so busy teaching. I just got back from Ohio, teaching an instructor class in Ohio this past weekend. But
so it's still deer season?
It is. It's now late deer season, so bow and black powder.
And what's changed with deer season? Anything?
Well, one of the good things in Onondaga County is you can now hunt with a rifle. So they passed that. I think it was Representative Mannion, Assemblyman Mannion, had put that through. So that's a plus. That's a good thing that people now in Onondaga County can hunt with a rifle. Makes it a little easier, less sportive, but definitely easier.
I've been off the grid for a few days, but I know there was some news about the deer management program, both locally and statewide. How does that impact folks that want to deer hunt?
Well, I mean, one thing, anybody that hunts, and being a hunter ed instructor, I always tell them, keep up with the laws because they change it frequently. They're going to make things like the new rifle restriction being removed. But the deer management, as far as can you shoot bucks, or they got to have so much more, points on a deer before you can take it. Always got to be privy to that, because if you're not, you could have big fines and lose your hunting license. If not, other things could happen, criminal charges.
And listen, if my gun guy is going to be on the local show, you need to plug my show, okay?
Of course, definitely.
Oh, we talk about you all the time.
All right.
And it's not good.
Matt, happy holidays. Thanks
Thank
for all
you,
you
sir.
do. Stick around. I want to get some pictures. Matt Mallory, our gun guy from PS&Ed, Public Safety and Education. And Tom Sicoscio Jr. and Steve Roberts from Zoe Advertising. You can watch the Dave Allen Christmas Show. It's streaming live now at Zoe Advertising on YouTube, correct?
You got it.
Got it. Happy holidays, guys. 610 News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner, Dave Allen's Christmas Show. We're here till 9 this morning. Let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Denman.
You guys,
And scene.
freaking, I'm sitting here like just enamored at you two.
I'm here. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful sunrise this morning. Right now, clear skies, 40 degrees here at the Market Diner as Dave Allen's Christmas Show continues. We're live on News Radio 570 WSYR.
See you.
Hi. Nice to see you. Can we get a picture while I'm thinking about it?
that, and I love one for me too. I got coffee, thanks, Dave. So you're gonna get any time?
Yeah. I'm off till January 2nd after this morning.
Nice, so I should do this, right?
You don't have to.
Okay.
You can if you want to. When am I coming back? Thank you.
You're gonna stop down to the Center next Wednesday for the Christmas fair?
Maybe. Might do that.
Yeah, we'd love to have you stop by our bookstore.
If we travel, we're not leaving until Friday or Saturday. So.
You got Sam with you?
He comes back today. He's been off all week, no classes, but he has a final at 3 o'clock today. All the other finals were last week. So for a week, he's just sat there.
That doesn't lead to good things.
He's been hating the constant fire. I'm so proud of him.
I mean, my God, he's such a good guy. You have every right to be very proud. Are you going to go see your other sons?
One's coming up to Ohio to visit us while we're there.
Oh, good. Good.
So you will be on camera. So it's right here.
Okay.
All right, thanks. And how long can I go safely? Okay, all right.
I'm so excited. There's so much
6:15 News Radio 570 WSYR. Dave Allen live at the Market Diner at the Central New York Regional Market, 2100 Park Street in Syracuse, for Dave Allen's Christmas show. And we're live till 9 this morning. Our good friends here at the Market Diner offering us a 57-cent breakfast special again. 2 eggs and toast or a half-pound classic burger for just $5.70. And, of course, they've got the regular menu options as well. And, gosh, we've got quite the crowd this morning. We appreciate the Market Diner opening up bright and early at 5 o'clock this morning. They do the red kettle year-round. Kelsey, you're getting a little laxed on the bell ringing over there. So the Market Diner has a Salvation Army red kettle at the cash register year-round here, and I think that really says something about our good friends here at the Market Diner. We've got one here at our broadcast table as well. We would encourage you to bring a little cash and make a donation if you stop off to see us this morning. It's always a who's who of my favorite guests and newsmakers as we celebrate the holidays here during this live broadcast each year. Nancy Kern-Eaton is frequently on the show. She's the president of United Way of Central New York. I know WSYR Radio has had a long, rich history of supporting the United Way campaign. And it wasn't that long ago. You were not part of the organization, but you've always been involved in some aspect with things that are happening at United Way. What's the history behind the United Way organization here in town?
Dave, the United Way in this community began on the steps of City Hall on June 18th, 1917.
Wow.
When the mayor of Syracuse brought together 100 community leaders to present what he called his war plan for fighting poverty and need. I think he knew that government alone couldn't solve the complex needs people had, and so he invited them to go out in the community and ask people to donate whatever they could to one community chest, which could then be used to help people no matter the need. So believe it or not, in 1917, his goal was to raise $600,000, and in 3 weeks, this community donated over $1.1 million back in 1917.
Wow.
And that is how our local United Way began. So we're part of a worldwide movement, but we're a local nonprofit with a local board. And what I love about United Way is that we sort of think in this holistic way, right? We know, many of us in our lives, we need help. And we want to make sure that no matter what kind of help someone needs, they can have it. So we work with all of the human service agencies to make sure that that network of services we need is available right here for people in our community.
What's changed over the years, or is it pretty much still the same, the way things run?
What I would say, what hasn't changed is that this is an incredible community. And I'm not originally from here, and yet I couldn't be more proud to be a Central New Yorker. This is an amazingly generous and caring community. What has changed really is that needs can rise and fall, but I think we're more than ever before. What I would say, we know there are folks who are struggling, and yet I don't think we've ever been better positioned as a community to lift everyone up. So we know there's so much bright economic news on our local horizon, and what I love is that our community, more than ever before, has come together to say, okay, we want this to be an opportunity for everyone. So you hear Mayor Walsh and County Executive McMahon talking about, everyone. And really, I think more than ever, we're together doing this.
We got to wrap this up. Christmas Bureau is a big part of what happens in this community. What role does United Way play with Christmas Bureau?
We are proud to provide brand new books to every child whose family is registered for the Christmas Bureau. So the last few years we've provided over 6,000 brand new books. And so folks can still donate books, and we'd love to have folks make a New Year's resolution to become a book buddy and volunteer to
That's
read
a great
with
program.
kids.
We got to talk about that after the holidays as well.
Yeah,
that's
5 city
awesome.
schools and magical experience.
And very much so. So, Nan, if somebody wants to donate books at this point, what's the best way to go about doing that?
Go to our website, unitedway-cny.org, and you can specify your donation, or you can drop them off at our office, or Parthenon Books downtown, or Golden Bee Books in Liverpool.
Merry Christmas. Keep up the great work. You and your team do incredible things in this town. We can't thank you enough. Nancy Kerneaton, president of United Way of Central New York. 620, News Radio 570, WSYR. Let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Denman.
I hope you have a wonderful holiday.
I'll probably see you Wednesday.
Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that.
I just wasn't really thinking about that, but yeah, I'll be here.
You know, it's so inspiring. So I won't be there from like 12:30 to 2.
Okay.
Because I have to go back to the office for a meeting. But otherwise, I'll be
Okay.
there.
All right.
And
Thanks.
I mean, really, think about it. You look great.
Thank you.
You're doing amazing things.
Thanks.
On the radio.
That's hard to believe, though, isn't it?
We need you.
Thank you.
We need you, really.
I want to show you a picture real fast. Clear skies, 40 degrees. We should be in for a beautiful sunrise here shortly. The Market Diner, as Dave Allen's Christmas show continues. We're live till 9 on News Radio 570 WSYR. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay. I can't do it. So my photos back up to my Google Drive, and they've already uploaded. So I was going to show you a picture. He did a quick video of him putting his fire department gear on, and he spins around. It says Potsdam Fire on the back. This was all his idea. He's spent the whole week at the fire station. He's gone on calls. He's passed his physical, and he's starting his training.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to come home, Mike Mons would love to welcome him to the fire department. And Mike is awesome. Have you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on, right? he's been on before.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Well, enjoy. I hope to see you next Wednesday. We got pictures.
All right, thank you. .625 News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's get to sports now. Sports 25 and 55. Here's John DiTullio. Talking here, or what do you want me to do? All right, thanks. Wait, you can do that on camera when we're on. How's the missus?
Danny Lee escaped before he even said hello to me? What was that about?
I told him you were coming.
That's why he left. He owes me money.
What? So just a heads up.
Yes, sir.
We're on camera. These mics are live at all times, so.
So I should.
Fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Oh, here's the camera here. Okay. Am I putting these on or no?
You can if you want to. It's not necessary.
Well, I don't know. It'll filter out some of that, right?
Yeah, you're welcome to use them.
You don't want me to use it?
You can if you want to.
That is so optional. That is so unlike you, man. Is this okay here?
Yeah. So we're just now into the news. We have a couple of minutes.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
I want to ask you about
pitching a tent at JazzFest.
I want to also ask you about your bucket list, what you did on Thanksgiving.
Oh, we had a great time. Yeah, that was great.
I want to hear about that.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable time, man.
All right, we'll hold that thought. Did you get coffee or anything?
It's over there getting cold.
Okay, you can bring it over. I'm
You
okay
sure?
with that, yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably wind up wearing it if I'd rather wear it than eat it. Hey, thanks for this. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you getting up early.
Who, me? I'm always up at this hour. Yeah. Yeah. 1945. November 22nd, man. Right after the war.
I wouldn't have guessed that, Frank. Seriously, I wouldn't
Thank
have
you.
guessed that.
Thanks, man. I feel good. Got a young wife. Music keeps me young. I have a little trivia question for you this morning. Yeah. Should I give you the answer beforehand? You probably already know it. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Who sung it? In what film? Who made it? Who made a hit out of it?
I don't know if I could tell you that.
Should I tell you the answer beforehand so you look smart?
Probably should.
Judy Garland.
Okay.
In St. Louis. Nobody knows that. You and me. I know I can't stump you.
There's a young woman.
Married to Irving Berlin. What?
It sounds a lot like Judy Garland.
Really?
That is.
Here?
She's doing a lot of shows across New York State.
Really?
She's all over TikTok.
Is she doing Judy? She's doing Judy. You saw the.
She has some of her own material too. She sounds.
Get me her name.
When I hear her.
Yeah. Judy was the best, man. I mean, that was it. It was Judy and everybody else. She's a fucking monster. Ooh. The mics are live? I said F word.
So we're doing this on YouTube. So the mics are live at all times.
So I just
I don't know.
It's okay.
Just don't do that on the air.
No. No. We're close. I think we're going to have a festival, man. When I went to New York.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. Thanks, Ian. 6:34. We're live at the Market Diner, the Central New York Regional Market, 2100 Park Street in Syracuse. The sound of the bells that you're hearing are the Salvation Army bells that we have on the tables throughout the Market Diner again this year. The good folks at the Market Diner are nice enough to have a Salvation Army red kettle. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but they've got one of these at the cash register year-round. I'm holding this up because we're doing this live. We're doing a video stream on the Zoe Advertising YouTube channel. So they've got the red kettle at the cash register year-round here at the Market Diner. Frank Malfitano joins us now. Frank is the founder and executive director of Syracuse JazzFest. I don't know if you see this, but Frank's sticking a big fat wad of cash into the red kettle here at the broadcast table.
I can't not do it. You know, they're so great. The Salvation Army does so many great things around town. Major Charles Roberts is a good friend of mine. You're a great friend of Salvation Army. Got to do it.
Thank you for doing that. Frank,
Sure,
how
man.
the heck are you?
Great.
You had an incredible Thanksgiving this year. Why is that?
Well, the day before Thanksgiving is my birthday and also my wife Kathy Rowe's birthday.
Happy birthday to both of you.
Yes, so we had a double birthday, and we've been talking about threatening to go down to New York City for the Macy's Day Parade, the Thanksgiving Day Parade, and to go watch them inflate the balloons the day before, which was our birthday. So we did. We went everywhere. We had a blast. We spent a week in New York. We went to Radio City to see the Rockettes.
Nice.
We had a ball.
Nice.
Great.
A festive time of year to do that.
There's no better time to be in New York City than the holidays, and it's great.
Yeah. This was another incredible year for Syracuse JazzFest. Thank you for all you do. A rich tradition in this town. What's 2024 look like for JazzFest?
Well, tell me, let me ask you this, because you've emceed at JazzFest, you've been at JazzFest, you know what JazzFest is all about. What does JazzFest mean to you, Dave, and what does it mean to Syracuse?
Music, community. It just paints a picture of what this town is all about.
And brings everyone together.
And it brings out the best in us.
It really does. And that's why we keep it going. That's why I've been doing it for the last 42 years. This is going to be the 38th festival. We had a few years off because of COVID and other things. It looks like we're going to happen again in 2024.
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting close. We need a little more money, but other than that, who doesn't?
So let's talk about that, because we've got a lot of businesses and a lot of movers and shakers that listen to this radio station.
Before we do that, I have a trivia question for you, because 'tis the season, okay? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Who sung it, and what was the film it was introduced in? No, wait a minute.
I'm picturing...
If you know
Picturing
this,
Judy Garland.
It's perfect. And the film?
The movie, I don't know if I could tell you that.
Meet Me in St. Louis.
There you go.
There it is.
Wow.
Still a hit to this day.
What an incredible voice.
Wasn't she something?
Something else.
She'd be at JazzFest if she was alive, I can tell you that.
Wow. You've had some greats at JazzFest over the years.
We've got some greats coming. We've got the top-selling jazz artist of all time.
What?
Is coming to town. And the best live band of all time. I mean, they've been called that in recent years. I know it's the Rolling Stones, and it's not them, but I'll tell you, I've got a great lineup this year. You won't believe it.
I have an analogy, and I want to compare. So a lot of times folks that are planning a cruise, they say the planning part is more fun than the actual cruise. Is planning JazzFest more fun than the actual event?
The fundraising is the hard part. The planning is fun. Yes, the planning is fun, and the actual event is fun. So I enjoy it all, or I wouldn't do it.
Do you get to enjoy it when they're up there performing? Do you get to step back and say, look, this is coming together. This is my baby. I'm having a great time?
I have a great time when I look out at the crowd and they're having a great time. If I see the artists are having a ball on stage and I see the fans out there are having a great time and looking around and saying, wow, this is happening in Syracuse, my hometown, or what a great town that I'm visiting, yeah, that's when I feel good about it.
Conductors often talk about seeing an aura when they're conducting an orchestra. Do you ever experience anything like that?
Yes, it's pretty euphoric. There's a moment when all the work is done and you're looking up there and your headliner's on stage and you look around and you realize there's only one place on planet Earth that person is singing that night. Aretha Franklin is on my stage, Gladys Knight, Herbie Hancock. You know, when you see that, you go, wow, that's special. You know, that's like Duke Syracuse. You know, it's
one I will never forget. One of the most memorable moments for me at JazzFest was Aretha Franklin. Standing there on the OCC Hill and looking at that stage and listening to her, it was I get goosebumps just thinking about that. How powerful that performance was, and what a treat it was to be just 10 feet from her.
I'm going to give you a copy of that performance because Miss Franklin asked me to make a board tape whenever she appeared. I worked with her 17 times, and that's the joy of getting to know these wonderful artists.
You were friends with her.
Very close.
And I know we had you on after we lost Aretha Franklin. And what did she mean to the world of music?
Everything. She's the queen of soul, man. She was the #1 female vocalist of all time. Period. She connected with everybody, whether it was gospel, soul, R&B, rock. I mean, Aretha was magnificent, just a magnificent human being and a wonderful Detroiter, originally from Memphis. Very soulful lady, great cook. just funny.
I don't know if you spend any time on YouTube, but there's been a video floating around of her appearance on the Blues Brothers movie.
Oh, that's great.
Do you remember the movie and her part in that? It was something else. Frank, we got to wrap this up. We could do a full hour with you. What's Christmas look like for you and Kathy this year?
Well, I've written letters to Santa asking him to bring me the money we need for JazzFest so everybody can have a wonderful time again next summer. And, we'll be with the kids under the tree, unwrapping presents, and we're very blessed and very fortunate. And I'm leaving milk and cookies for Santa, though. I know how to bribe the big man.
Frank, this town wouldn't be what it is without you involved in the community and without Syracuse JazzFest.
Very kind to say that.
Keep up the great work.
Thanks for having me
on.
on.
We'll see you soon.
Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You as well. Frank Malfitano, the founder and executive producer of Syracuse JazzFest. 640 News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Devlin. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's always great to have you on. And if we can do anything after the new year to help solicit funding, spread the word, do something. Not at all. Not at all. You keep me in the loop.
Who's on next?
The Major and Linda Lopez, I think, are joining us.
How are you?
I'm good.
Your son, is that all over soccer?
He will, yes. He'll be home today from Potsdam.
Okay, nice.
He hasn't had class all week, but he's got a 3 o'clock today.
Those are always fun. I remember those well. You're the last person on campus, right?
Mm-hmm.
The snows are howling.
He still talks about how kind you were to him last year here at the Market Diner, so thank you. Hang on a second. We are ready for a beautiful sunrise here in downtown Syracuse. Currently 40 degrees at the Market Diner as Dave Allen's Christmas show continues on News Radio 570 WSYR. I'll be right back. All right. Okay.
Bathroom break.
I lost my voice.
Not a good thing for you.
All right, so when we're talking, I just need you as close as you can get to the microphone.
Got it.
How are you, Major?
Super.
Busy time of the year?
No.
No?
Nope. Sitting around eating bonbons
no
every day.
pressure?
No, no pressure at all. Piece of cake.
It's all in the Lord's hands, right?
You better believe it. It's got to be, right?
Hey,
it's got to be.
how long can I go here?
You do what you can.
That's right. Do your best. Let God do the rest.
Okay, perfect. And when am I coming back? Okay, perfect. Did you get coffee or anything? Want coffee?
I would love coffee.
Coffee?
I'm not a coffee drinker, but I'm going to have breakfast after.
I'm going to have breakfast too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll even treat you to breakfast today.
57 cents.
Yeah.
We're like,
Last of the Mohicans, right?
It is.
I'll show it off for you.
That's right.
Black, cream, sugar?
Black. Easy. Easy. Hi. Dankeschön.
Was Nan still here when you got here?
No.
So I had her on earlier, and
Okay.
she talked about United Way's participation in Christmas Bureau a little bit. So
All right.
just gave you a plug.
We heard Frank talking about the kettle, you know.
Okay.
I like you up here this year. Last year you were back there. I like you here.
No, we're always
Are
here.
you always here? I don't know why I remember.
I don't think so.
Something's different about this, though. I
You
don't
were
know.
You were this way.
Yeah, but I don't know. There was something up here.
Oh, maybe.
We had a different setup.
Yeah.
I don't know what it
But
was.
you're always right here at this little. But you can look at cake and pie and. You know.
All right, here we go. Grab a bell.
Oh, there you go.
All right. We're live at the Market Diner at the Central New York Regional Market, 2100 Park Street in Syracuse for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Those are the Salvation Army bells, and the reason we're doing this is we have a red kettle here at the table where we're doing the broadcast. And the Market Diner, I don't know if you know this, Major, but the Market Diner has a red kettle, a mini red kettle at the cash register year-round, not just during the holidays.
Oh, yes, I know that, Dave.
And I think that says something about
It certainly
our
does.
friends at the Market Diner. I want to welcome Major Charles Roberts to the show. He's Director of County Operations with the Salvation Army Syracuse Area Services. Linda Lopez is with us as well. Linda's been a longtime friend, and she's the Executive Director for Community Services with the Salvation Army Syracuse Area Services. Great to see you both.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Linda,
Dave.
you and I have known each other for a long time. Major, I just want to warn you, whatever Linda says about me probably is true. So,
Okay.
all right.
Thanks for the tip.
Linda's one of the first people I met in this town. I think I had only been here a couple of months, and I was invited to go over to the On Center for Distribution Day back in 1998. And that just painted the picture for me at that time of what this community is all about. To see literally hundreds, if not thousands, of volunteers working that event and helping needy families during the holidays. It was so overwhelming, and I've seen it so many times.
It's
over
still
the
moving,
years.
isn't it?
It's just unbelievable. You've been in a lot of parts of this country, I'm sure, being in the Salvation Army. When you first arrived here, what was your take on what this community's about?
Well, I did a little research on what the Salt City was all about and why our building was on Salinas Street, and I realized truly that the folks here are salt to the earth people. Really just caring, good, beautiful people. And when you walk into the On Center and you see the outlay of all of the gifts and the teddy bears and how those all, come about in the books and everything, you realize this is a generous town. Mm-hmm. People are wonderful.
Is Distribution Day back to what it was? I know during pandemic it was things were a little bit different. Is it back to toys and books and food baskets and things like that?
Even during the pandemic, we managed to get all that out. We did a drive-through version of Distribution Day and froze to death, but we got everybody what they needed. So yeah, we are back to full swing. We have books, toys, stuffed animals. People will get everything they need. It's a great day. I think Christmas Bureau is the best of Syracuse.
Staffing that event with volunteers, paint that picture. What kind of numbers are we talking?
We have people start calling in August who want to volunteer for Christmas Bureau. It's just a part of their holiday tradition. They want to give back. They love being there. And so we are packed with volunteers, not only morning till evening on Distribution Day, but for all the days, people coming in today, Monday, Tuesday, to help us set up. So the community is generous with things, but also generous with their time.
Major, the Red Kettle campaign continues. Today's December 15th. Christmas is the 25th. It's crunch time for Red Kettles. What do you need at this point? You need bell ringers. You need cash in the kettles.
All the above, Dave. All the above. You can still register to ring if you want to volunteer to take a shift on a Red Kettle in the community. Go to registertoring.com and put in your zip code and find the available times and sign up. And we do continue to need the generosity of our folks to give to feed the Red Kettles because need has no season, Dave. We're at this all year long.
I remember being a little kid and I'd be with my dad. My dad would hand me a little money if we'd see a Red Kettle, and he'd just kind of nudge me. He wouldn't say anything. He'd just nudge me, and I'd go up and kick a little money in. My sons, all three of my sons have been the same way. I'd give them a little money. They'd go up and stick it in the Red Kettle. What does that donation mean?
That donation is a tremendous gift to the community at large because that money stays right here at home and supports everything that we do. All the places where we need unrestricted dollars, those dollars go right there. So everything from supporting our employees to supporting our programs, every dollar stays right here at home.
I don't know if you heard Frank Malfitano and his bucket list wish earlier. He wanted to go down for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. One of my bucket list wishes would be to go to the Dallas Cowboys game on Thanksgiving to kick off the Red Kettle campaign. I want to do that some year.
We'll work on that.
I don't know if either one of you can make that happen. Major, have you ever been to the Dallas Cowboys game for the Kettle kickoff?
I have not.
Oh, I want to go with.
Let's go together. Let's go together.
So we'll make that
road
happen.
trip time. Yeah.
Give us what does hope for the new year look like?
Hope for the new year in this town looks like everybody who needs a home can get one. That's what hope for the new year looks like.
All right. Keep up the great work. Thank you both for coming
Thanks,
in.
Dave.
Linda Lopez, the Executive Director for Community Services, along with Major Charles Roberts, Director of County Operations for the Salvation Army Syracuse Area Services. Merry Christmas to you both.
Merry Christmas to you, Dave.
News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's check traffic and weather together. Here's Kathy Dedman.
Thank you.
I'm here. We still good? What's that? Oh. Sometimes I hear things. Yeah, we're just minutes away from what should be a beautiful Friday morning sunrise here in downtown Syracuse. Clear skies, 40 degrees here at the Market Diner. As Dave Allen's Christmas show continues, we're live till 9 on Deuce Radio 570 WSYR. Coffee? No? How long? Okay. They can go after sports? Thank you. Remember, the doctor will be calling. .655 News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner at the Central New York Regional Market for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Right now, let's get to sports. Here's John DeTulio. Right here.
This one?
Yep. So you'll be able to hear Dr. Bison.
And I just talked to him yesterday, so we should still be all set.
Thank you for making this happen.
Yeah, you know, I'm sorry it couldn't be in person. Obviously, coming in from Buffalo is tough, but at least to be able to do it by phone.
This is just great. So I think it's probably the biggest story of the year.
It's a major one, absolutely. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good.
How was, let's see, you were on vacation.
Yes. We took my son to Disney in Orlando.
Oh, nice.
So, 6 years old. It was his first time doing Disney and Universal.
How'd that go?
He loved it.
Yeah?
He absolutely loved it, yeah.
Nice.
And then I got to go to the Buffalo Bills Community Honors Dinner, which was nice. They sat us. We sat with DeMar for the evening.
Nice.
So that was really nice. And just to.
So when we are talking.
Yep, right up to it. Yep.
Your level's okay in your headphones?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Take a breather for a second.
How's everything going this morning?
Good. Okay. We probably could have figured out how to put him on Teams or something, or Zoom, but sometimes it's hard just to pull this off.
Yeah. I just heard somebody say they have him. Somebody just said they have the doctor.
Okay, good. All right, thank you. Isn't it funny to think that Does it feel like Christmas to you?
No.
Is it the weather or just?
I think some of it's the weather, and some of it is just my fall has been incredibly busy, so everything is a little bit off from a normal year. And there's something about it being on a Monday too that is a little bit strange.
So after this, I'm off till the 2nd.
Oh wow, very nice. Enjoy a well-deserved break.
All right.
I was just saying that I didn't get to do this last year because I had the flu. So I'm happy to be here this year.
I'm glad you could make this work out.
Yeah.
So what did I see? I saw, I think it was on Facebook. Looks like we're doing a heart walk again, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, so that's going to be April. Oh goodness, I'm going to have to look because I'm getting it confused with my other ones. But yes.
Nice.
14th, 16th, whichever that Sunday is.
Is 9 involved again?
Yes. Yep.
Just not Adrian.
No, unfortunately, not Adrian. She seems to be doing so well in her new job, though.
Yep. Do you know Frank?
I don't think we've ever met in person, but I used to produce our JazzFest specials when I worked at Channel 3. So, heard his voice and watched many interviews with him, but I don't think I've ever met him in person.
He's a hoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Disney was fun?
It was, yeah. We did Disney and Universal. so we fit both of them in.
So, Ian, I got to ask you, do you remember where you were when Damar Hamlin had his cardiac event? Yeah, it was probably one of the biggest stories of the year. I want to welcome Christy Smorrell, one of the communication directors with the American Heart Association, to the show this morning. Christy, do you remember where you were when Damar Hamlin had that happen?
I was sitting on my couch watching and immediately going to work.
Yeah, working for the American Heart Association, did you have any idea the impact of that event, what it would have to this country and to the world?
Even knowing in that moment that this was going to be big, I don't think I even had an inkling of the true impact of this. You know, it's not anything we wanted to see, but it is changing lives around the country.
It is an honor to welcome Dr. Les Bison to the show. He's the medical director for the Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Sabres. He's also the University of Buffalo Orthopedics Chair. Dr. Bison, good morning, sir. Thanks for being on the show this morning. How are you today? Doctor, where were you when Damar Hamlin had that cardiac event happen? Paint the picture. What happened in the coming minutes, in the coming hours? What was that like for you? Did you have any idea at that point the impact this event would have on so many people? Yeah. It prompted a lot of us to want to learn how to do CPR and AED. What has the impact been at this point? Has it generated a lot of excitement to be trained and to be knowledgeable of what to do in a situation like that?
You know, in the days afterwards and the weeks afterwards, there was a ton of interest, and there still is. And the cool thing is that anybody can do it. You know, you just need one person that has a simple plan and a cell phone. And the plan is really just call 911, push hard and fast on the center of their chest, and send somebody for an AED. And honestly, with that information, pretty much anybody can do what we did. We had a lot more resources, obviously, and a lot of people that had been trained and practiced, but ideally, everybody in the community runs to something like that and starts doing what they need to do. Call 911, push hard and fast, and send somebody through an automatic external defibrillator.
What were those conversations like with Damar Hamlin as he recovered and as he continued to get back into the swing of things? What have those behind-the-scene conversations been like?
Well, he's obviously very interested in getting the message out about the importance of bystander CPR. So I'm part of a group that has really sort of tried to bring it into the Western New York community and done a bunch of training events at local high schools through athletic trainer outreach programs and that sort of thing that we have. I've shown him a bunch of videos. You know, he's very busy with football now, obviously, and that's his primary focus. But I've shown him videos of kids in high schools. You know, we'll train 100 people at a time, something like that. they're really great videos of people really engaged and really wanting to learn, and he loves it. He is obviously a huge champion for that type of thing.
That's awesome. Doc, I can't thank you enough for spending some time with us this morning here on the show. We wish you happy holidays. Dr. Les Bison, the medical director for the Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Sabres and University of Buffalo Orthopedics Chair. Christy Smorl, I can't thank you enough for all you do in this community. We're a proud supporter of the American Heart Association. We're proud to be involved with the upcoming Heart Walk and the Syracuse Heart Challenge again for 2024. And we'll be talking a lot about that. What has this cardiac event from that Damar Hamlin had on that field in Cincinnati that night? How has it changed things for you?
It has changed my job quite a bit, and it has really changed communities around the country. You know, when this happened, it brought CPR to the forefront. Just like the doctor said, people are interested in learning. We get so many calls from people asking about CPR training. We've been working with the Buffalo Bills out in Western New York. We've been working with companies like Wegmans to get CPR training kits out into the community. It's just brought everything so much, it brought everything to light. It brought everything really to the forefront, and it really drove interest in people learning this life-saving skill.
And it's not too late. Somebody that wants to learn CPR and or AED, there's still trainings readily available, correct?
Absolutely. You know, if you want to go through a full CPR course and get your course completion card, you can do that through some of our training centers. You can look at heart.org/CPR to find a lot of information there. We have a lot of community demonstrations to teach this skill because, like the doctor said, it's 2 steps. Call 911, push hard and fast in the center of the chest, but it is so important.
Probably one of the biggest stories of the year, and thanks for being here on the show to talk about it this morning.
Thank you.
Christy Smorl, the Communications Director with the American Heart Association. News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Denman.
From the Price Chopper Market 32 Traffic Center, Kirkville Road, westbound, right at the 481 South ramp, we have an accident, minor, but it's going to slow you down a bit through there. On the south side, 81 north, approaching and passing 481. You are down to 1 lane, left lane closed, and we do have slowdowns moving into and through that construction zone. Next update in 10 minutes on Syracuse's breaking news, weather, and traffic station, News Radio 570 WSYR.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples holiday deals mean amazing savings for the holiday season. Right now, save 50% on custom holiday cards and invitations, as well as custom photo gifts like mugs and calendars. Offer ends 12/16. Visit staples.com/print for more details. Have yourself a merry little holiday deal at Staples.
News Radio 570.
WSYR weather. Turning out breezy and mild today with plenty of sunshine, the high 52. Partly cloudy sky tonight, low 37. Rather cloudy tomorrow, the high 46. Then on Sunday, cloudy, another mild day. Some rain in the afternoon, the high near 50. From the Syracuse Tile and Marble Weather Center, Syracuse Tile and Marble, your one-stop supplier for cabinetry, countertops, and tile. I'm Dan Pedanowski.
Gorgeous sunrise. We've got clear skies. It's 40 degrees here in downtown Syracuse at News Radio 570 WSYR.
Hi, James Provenzano here from James Mitsubishi.
We got
pictures. So good, I brought in Santa Claus to tell you about it.
Oh, wait, James. I feel like you're trying to play Santa with this 000 deal.
You mean the James Mitsubishi Outlander sign and drive lease? 0 down, 0 first payment, and 0 security deposit.
And all folks have to do is text the word 0 to James 1.
Well, Santa, all you need is 0 to get the new 2023 James Mitsubishi Outlander with all-wheel drive, Apple CarPlay,
How long till we come back?
camera, and more. Just $457 per month. Today. Eyes last.
Put a new Outlander under your tree.
We only have 33 left, Santa. Sign and drive a new Outlander. 0 down, 0 first payment, and 0 security deposit. Just $457
How long till we come
per
back?
month.
Text the word 0 to James 1 now.
Only at James Mitsubishi. Ho, ho, ho.
But it requires bank approval. Stock number N6130, 39 month lease, 10,000 miles per year. MSRP 35,660 plus tax, tag, and fees.
Why should the Federal Reserve have so much power over your IRA?
All right, how long till we come back?
401k? Whether they create a new bubble with low interest rates or pop the last bubble with high interest rates, a group of unelected government officials has.
All right, you got 2.5 minutes, and we're up against it. So,
I'm sorry, break that down. When do you want me out?
Because precious metals are the best.
Just don't go too long.
And now you can hold gold
I'm sorry, say again?
inside of a
Just don't go too long.
Learn more.
I'm sorry, you got to break that down.
Cure to
When are we coming back, and when do you need me out?
You're coming back at like 17:30.
Okay.
And ideally, in my perfect world, I need you out by like 19, which I don't
Okay.
think is really reasonable.
To 98989.
So yeah, just don't.
Okay, I don't want to have to
Don't
come
go
back and
too
kill
long.
time, though.
Oh hell no, no.
Okay.
There's no such thing as coming back and killing time for the rest of the morning.
Okay.
That's past.
Do you have Mark?
Control ergonomic grip.
Yeah, I got Mark.
Okay.
With a 10, 13,
And when
and
am I coming
15 round
back?
magazine
Now?
included.
I come back in 90 seconds.
90 seconds, okay.
For easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
With so many mesothelioma lawyers, how do you choose the right firm for you and your family? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and here's my advice to you. Do your research. Results matter. Reputation matters. Last year alone, our team recovered over $1 billion for our clients. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited.
Call 800-602-2200. That's 800-602-2200. Call now.
Testosterone levels are at an all-time low. Individual T levels decline 1% every year. Chalk, CHOQ, is the new champion of natural testosterone boosters. Chalk's main ingredient is clinically studied to naturally boost testosterone 20% in 90 days. Supercharge your masculinity and boost your daily energy with Chalk's Male Vitality Stack. For a limited time, our listeners will get 30% off at CHOQ.com with promo code USA. CHOQ.com, code USA.
The local show is heard Saturday.
All right, 10 seconds.
Days from 7 to 9. Brought to you by Geddes Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. Right here on 570 WSYR, 106.9 FM, and streaming live on the iHeartRadio app.
717 News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Our 6th year to do this. We got a 57-cent breakfast special. That's 2 eggs and toast or a half-pound classic burger for $5.70. Of course, they have the full Market Diner menu available this morning as well. It is always a treat to do this show, and we're going to be here till 9 o'clock this morning. It is always a treat to welcome Congressman Mark Molinaro to the show. Congressman, it has been a crazy week. Where do you think we should start?
Well, it's kind of hard. Why don't we start with Merry Christmas, and I'm glad to be back with you. It's been a while, and I'm sorry I'm not at the diner with you.
Yeah, some kind of week in Washington. What do you think the big story is?
Well, this week, you'd have to pick. But I would say over the last couple of months, obviously, our focus has been rebuilding after, sadly, about a month of awful, or 2 months of awful distraction. I didn't certainly embrace this concept of ousting the speaker, and frankly, I'm upset that eight Republicans and every Democrat did it, and that set us backwards. But we adopted national defense policy, which, by the way, includes the largest pay raise for service members in history, significant steps to provide assistance to men and women who serve this country, and I'm glad to have served on the conference committee. We're pushing border security, and quite frankly, I think the president is finally blinking. Only this week, after months and months and millions of people crossing the border, they're finally having fruitful negotiations. And we basically have said that we've got to secure America's border. That is our first priority. It's why we adopted the border security bill earlier this year. We're focused on energy costs and driving down energy and electric costs. That's why we adopted our energy policy earlier this year. We're waiting and really pressing the Senate to take action. And so it's, we're going to continue to fight for the issues that people we represent care about.
Listen, I'd love to do a full hour with you. We could probably do a whole show with you. Let's cut to the chase here. You and I have done a number of menorah lightings in the past week or so. We've been to tree lightings. Hope for the holidays and hope for 2024. What does it mean to you?
Oh, listen, this is always a special time of year. I'm glad to be around my family and friends. And remember, there are people who love you out there. It's a good time to remember, to reach out to them, to be sure you're with the people you love. And let's do this in the context of what's going on in the world We know that there's a lot of evil, there's a lot of hate, a lot of violence. We can be a little bit a part of that change ourselves just by loving the people that are around us, and I mean that sincerely. So happy Hanukkah to my friends, Merry Christmas, and I like you think every day we can do a little bit better. So here's to a much more successful, healthy, and peaceful New Year.
Congressman, keep up the great work. We'll do it again soon when we have more time. Congressman Mark Molinaro. News Radio 570 WSYR. Let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Denman.
From the Price Chopper Market 32 Traffic Center in Westvale. On Milton Avenue at Horan Road, we've got an accident. Police and rescue on scene. Could be injuries involved with that. Avoid it right now if you can. Heading into downtown, 690 81 interchange is filling in. Starting to see some slowdowns heading towards your downtown exits. Downtown exits getting busy as well. Next update in 10 minutes on Syracuse's breaking news, weather, and traffic station, News Radio 570 WSYR.
This report is sponsored by Price Chopper and Market 32.
Price Chopper and Market 32 have sweet deals on baking essentials. Get 2 16-ounce packages of Pix butter for just $7, 4-pound bags of Domino sugar for $2.99, and select varieties of 9 to 12-ounce Nestle morsels are 2 for $4 with your Advantage card. News Radio 570.
WSYR weather. Plenty of sunshine today, breezy and quite mild for this time of year. The high 52. It'll be partly cloudy tonight, the low 37. We have a few minutes. Cloudy tomorrow, high 46. Cloudy tomorrow. Weather. Cloudy on Sunday. Occasional rain and drizzle arriving by the afternoon, the high near 50. From the Syracuse Tile and Marble Weather Center, Syracuse Tile and Marble, your one-stop supplier for cabinetry, countertops, and tile. I'm Dan Pedanowski.
Clear skies, we've got sunshine, beautiful sunrise, 40 degrees here at the Market Diner as Dave Allen's Christmas show continues. We're live till 9 on News Radio 570 WSYR.
This report is sponsored by HomePowerSystems.net.
With unpredictable weather,
Straight to sports.
be prepared with Home
Maiden is in.
Power Solutions and 24/7 service. Choose a free 10-year warranty or 0% financing with installations as low as $70 a month. Home Power Systems.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to consumercellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Alliant Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 12-month terms and only a $1,000 minimum. And the happiest part? Alliant certificates yield 5.25% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties to apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
I need like 10 seconds with Pat Hogan before we go to sports.
Last year, Upstate's Pediatric Emergency Department saw nearly 3,000 kids in need of mental.
I'll make it so. You got 2 minutes.
More.
You going to put the bet in or
Chris
what?
Lucas.
Sure, absolutely.
Hospital psychiatry services.
Love to have.
Desperate families are crowding our emergency department for help with
Say
their
again,
kids
please.
who have anxiety.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
And other mental health crises.
10 seconds.
Or for these kids with your support. Learn more at upstatefoundation.org.
Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts, protecting your home and family's a must.
If your family is privately paying for nursing home care right now, call 315-370-9977 immediately. It's not too late to protect the family home and life savings. Stop putting everything at risk. Call attorney John Murphy at Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts, 370-9977. SafeHarborWillsandTrusts.com, 370-9977.
Immerse yourself in premium nationwide coverage, contract-free plans, and always free activation with Consumer Cellular. Now at your local Target. While you're there, check out our newest phone, the Iris
You like
Flip.
doing this. You
It's
love
all
this
the
remote
phone and
stuff,
camera you
don't
need.
you?
Plus,
You
it
do.
features
You're
a
a man of the
user-friendly
people.
design,
That's
making
why
it the
it's
perfect flip
interviewing a
phone.
diner.
From now to December 16th, you can
I'm a
score
big diner guy
$10 off when
myself.
you buy the Consumer Cellular Iris Flip at Target, making it only $39.99. Visit your nearest Target for the full scoop.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to
When am I
level the
coming
playing
back?
field. Easy to rack slide, easy to...
Minute
Oh, okay.
from
now.
Okay.
15-round magazine included. Size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
Hey, Dave Allen from my good friends at 4 Power Now, a full-service heating, air conditioning, and electrical contractor. I don't have to tell you, the weather's been crazy, and if you're thinking about a generator, 4 Power Now is Central New York's full-service Generac home standby generator dealer. Get free estimates, installation service, and maintenance. 4 Power Now is Central New York's full-service Generac home standby generator dealer. Call 4 Power Now at 315-463-4455 or visit the number 4powernow.com.
The local show is heard Saturday mornings 11 to 1 and Sundays from 7 to 8. Brought to you by
10 seconds.
And Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts right here on 570 WSYR, 106.9 FM, and streaming live on the iHeartRadio app.
News Radio 570 WSYR live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. We're here at the Central New York Regional Market. It is a beautiful Friday morning. We've got a 57-cent breakfast special, 2 eggs and toast, or a half-pound classic burger for $5.70 till 9 this morning. It's always great to welcome Syracuse Common Councilor Pat Hogan to the show. Pat, great to see you.
Hey, Merry Christmas to everybody out there from the City Council.
Real quick, tell the story. What's your family connection with this here radio station?
My family connection is my father, Jimmy Hogan, was a musician, a drummer, and he was on the famous DeLang Gang back in the early 50s and 60s. They had a band. Jim DeLang was a sort of a famous personage in Central New York, and they had a morning radio show, and a noon TV show at WSYR TV.
Yeah, longtime member of the Syracuse Common Council, and you were just sworn in for another term?
Another term, 7th term, yes.
Wow, congratulations.
Hey, thank you very much, Dave.
Well, give us hope for the city for 2024. What are
We're going to be building housing. We're going to need a lot of housing with the Micron investment to just in our northern suburbs. It's going to be we're in a sort of a housing crisis right now with 5,000-6,000 people housing vulnerable, but we're going to build all sorts of housing.
This is a game changer for this community, right?
Absolutely. It's transformative. I said the other day when I was sworn in that Syracuse deserves a second act, and we're going to have a second act.
All right.
We're going to bring it all back.
Pat, we could do a whole hour with you. We'll have to do that after the new year.
I'd love to do it.
Great to see you. Merry Christmas.
Great to see you. Merry Christmas, Dave.
Syracuse
Thanks for your
Common
work.
Councilor Pat Hogan, News Radio 570 WSYR. Let's get to sports. Is that what we're doing? Let's get to sports now. Sports. Here's John DiTullio.
All right, you got it, Dave, and good morning. Syracuse football will host Ohio State transfer quarterback Kyle McCord for an official visit this weekend. That's according to multiple reports. Now, this past season for the Buckeyes, McCord tossed 24 touchdowns and just 6 interceptions. Syracuse men's basketball will take on Oregon Sunday in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Meanwhile, the SU women back inside the JMA Wireless Dome Monday night as they will play host to Cornell. SU football will take on South Florida Thursday, December the 18th in the Boca Raton Bowl. Syracuse crunched. They're on the road at Utica Saturday, then at Providence on Sunday. Meanwhile, the Sabres tonight will visit Vegas. Also, the Raiders crushed the Chargers 63-21. The Bills will host the Cowboys Sunday at 4:25 on Fox. From the Del Lago Sports Desk, I'm John DiTullio. Sports at 25 and 55, right here on News Radio 570 WSYR.
Broadcasting from our Franklin Square studios, sponsored by Mattress Express, your home for Tempur-Pedic and Purple mattresses. This is News Radio 570 WSYR.
This is KNN, the Kia News Network.
The year is almost over, and so are the 2023 savings. The Kia of East Syracuse year-end sales event is going on right now through the end of the year. Need a new vehicle? Need a warranty? Every vehicle comes with a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Need a huge trade-in allowance? Get up to $4,000 over Kelly Blue Book fair market value. Need financing? 25 different lenders ready to lend you money to get you financed before the end of the year. The Kia of East Syracuse 2023 year-end sales event is going on now through the end of the year. Do not wait until the last minute. It is imperative that you come in now to get the best selection. It is first come, first served. Choose from a great selection of new Kias, Seltos, Sportage, Sorrento, Carnival, Telluride, even the all-electric EV6 is available. The choice is easy. Get to the 2023 year-end sales event and save. Kia of East Syracuse, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty.
This has been a special report from KNN, brought to you by Kia of East Syracuse.
KBB offer based on condition of trade. Not all trades will qualify. See dealer for details.
Deck the halls with flavor. Choose Lee's and Steigerwald's for the freshest cuts of beef, veal, pork, poultry, and so much more. Bring warmth and tradition to your table. Steigerwald's, the best taste of the holidays since 1936 on Grant Boulevard.
All right, I didn't know if you wanted any financial.
And that's a shame because they buy and sell a lot of guns and handle estates. Intimidator Sports, 7000 South Salina Street in Nedrow. Look for the letters ECK.
Every little bit helps.
Snowblowers out front. We're different. 492-3837.
The church gives us a peace the world cannot give. Letting go of bitterness and resentment can help us find inner peace. The sacrament of reconciliation and the grace the sacrament provides may help us to forgive ourselves, forgive others, and enjoy a peace we may not have known for years. What a gift. On December...
Mr. Allen.
Will be open for the sacrament of reconciliation. The light is on for you. Come home for Christmas and celebrate the joy of the Eucharist.
Would you mind scooting a little
Come see why. It's got to be nigh. Hi, I'm Garrett Schrader, quarterback of the Syracuse Orange. The season isn't over yet, and neither are the great end-of-year deals at Nye.
So
come see why. It's got to be nigh at nyeauto.com. That's NYEAUT.
The bird. Brad is back.
The news starts now.
On News Radio 570 WSYR.
We have clear skies at the sunrise, 40 degrees in downtown Syracuse at 7:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Wheatley, and these are the top stories. You've learned the name
Brett's
of Syracuse
like, I'm
where they
making
were shot
sure
to
that
death earlier
everyone
this week.
behaves.
And lawmakers will keep working in Washington towards an immigration reform for foreign aid deal. Details are straight ahead. Traffic weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Denman.
From the Price Chopper Market 32 traffic.
What am I telling you? What was I telling you?
I don't know. Tia said you're trying to talk to me.
Yeah, we're way late, and shoot for 39 going to traffic at 39.
All right.
81 north at 481, still down to one lane. Slowdowns through there.
I got spots, so you go to traffic when you go to traffic.
Okay.
Just Dan Patinowski.
But we're an easy minute late to the news.
If I break before
52, the low down to 37
traffic,
tonight under a partly cloudy sky.
Cloudy, no, just go straight to traffic.
6, rather cloudy tomorrow night, the low 38.
Because I'm not getting out of this till 34.
Okay.
Right? So if you go 3.5. Yeah.
Okay.
35. You go 3.5 minutes, you're at 39. You know?
Or one that is focused in more precise ways on targeting the leadership and on intelligence-driven operations that continues to deal with the ongoing threat that Hamas poses.
He says there's no disagreement that it'll take months for the war to end. An Ohio boy is accused of planning to shoot up and burn down a synagogue.
An unnamed 13-year-old boy is charged with inducing panic and disorderly conduct.
High doses of caffeine.
Detailed plan to complete a mass shooting at Temple Israel in Canton, and then planning to stream the act on the platform Discord.
Fox's Tom Graham, police say the boy admits being part of several anti-Semitic and political groups online. America's listening to Fox News.
570 WSYR News Time, 7:33. Syracuse police say the city's latest homicide victim was a student at the OnTech Charter School.
15-year-old Karan Works was found shot in the back in Lower Onondaga Park Tuesday night, and he died later at a hospital. So far, no one's been arrested. His killing is the 21st homicide this year, up from 16 at this time last year. Todd Halliday, News Radio 570 WSYR.
Looking ahead to Sunday, Adrian Autry, the SU men's basketball team, will be back in action when they take on the Oregon Ducks. SU has had a little more than a week-long break. The Orange 7-3 in Autry's first year as the head coach. Governor Hochul says more than a dozen legal marijuana dispensaries are set to open this holiday season.
Hochul says by the end of the year, there will be 37 adult.
Last one, kids.
It's been slow to grant licenses because its plan to prioritize social equity programs has faced legal challenges. Regardless, Hochul says new dispensaries will strengthen New York's legal market and help push out bad actors who skirt the law. Barry B, News Radio 570, WSYR.
News is sponsored by Mannion & Capani. Your next news is at 8. Breaking news anytime. The Dave Allen Christmas Show continuing now on News Radio 570 WSYR on 106.9 FM.
Thanks, Ian. I know you're waiting for a big 57. Ian wants the 57 breakfast special on top of the half-pound classic burger for $5.70. Lynn High, have you ever had a burger with a fried egg on top?
I have. It's delicious.
It's exquisite.
I want runny egg, though.
Oh, nice.
Really runny egg.
That's the best part. All right, let's get down to business here. Lynn High joins us. Lynn is the Chief Development Officer with Food Bank of Central New York. She's joined by Leah with the Romano Auto Dealerships.
Hello.
This is a festive time of the year. What is it Romano's doing again this year?
So this year we have the Holiday Hope Project, where we selected 15 different organizations to donate $2,500 to, and it's throughout the city of Syracuse and surrounding area, and it's just to help the community in time of needs.
Nice. And Food Bank is one of the recipients.
Yes, we were at the Tops this morning with Lynn.
Nice. Lynn, what is that? How does that impact Food Bank of Central New York?
Well, as we've talked about before, unfortunately, the need in the community is at back to pandemic level, and this $2,500 donation will mean 7,500 meals back into the community, really right now at a time where it's critical and need is critical.
Nice, nice. And something special is happening at the Tops Friendly Markets today. What's that?
Right. I get to spend our day with Tim Fox with News Channel 9, the Food for Families, which iHeart is a member of as well. So Food for Families, you can come buy your little brown bag of hope for $5, $10, or $20. And all of that food gets donated to Food Bank of Central New York.
Tim laughs every year because I always invite him to my Christmas show, and he's out doing the same kind of thing I'm doing all day long on News Channel 9. So
we've talked about this about 3 times already this morning. I think he really wants to come.
Lynn, you got a connection with our next guest, our money coach, Rick Reagan. You want to introduce Rick and explain what the connection is?
So Mr. Reagan married into my huge Irish family. So Rick's wife and I are not first cousins, but we're cousins. So I always just say, yeah, Rick's my cousin, and everyone kind of looks at me like, really?
Nice.
Yeah, I get to see Lynn every year at the family reunion, but then I see her about every week because Lynn is everywhere.
Yeah.
And I run into her. I mean, you know that, Dave. She's literally in everything.
Rick, you've been doing this for a long time. The past couple of days, crazy on Wall Street. What prompted this?
Yeah, well, we're finally, the Federal Reserve, Dave, is in a simple way, is what's really propelled this. And the market's really been going up, as you and I have been talking, since November, in anticipation that the Fed was going to indicate they're going to start lowering rates next year. We didn't think that announcement, though, was going to come until January. So Powell surprised everybody at the meeting when he indicated, yeah, we are looking at lowering rates, and we've been off to the races ever since he said that.
Yeah, what does 2024 look like?
I'll give you a more in-depth view of that in January, but what I will say is I'm actually, while the markets are really exuberant right now, I'm actually more cautious coming into next year than I am this year. I think there's some danger signals. Not that I think the market's going to crash, but I think it's not going to do as well as it did this year.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I know you went to the Army-Navy game with your son. How was that?
It was great because Army won, Dave. And that's go
Awesome.
Army beat Navy, but we had a terrific time.
Rick, real quick, what do the holidays look like for you?
For me, I'm happy. As you know, both of my sons are in the Army. One of them is stationed in Alaska, and they're both going to be home for 2 weeks. So I got 2 weeks of leave with the boys, so we're looking forward to that.
Rick, Merry Christmas.
Same
Leah,
to you, Dave.
what do the holidays look like for you, Leah?
So I will be in Syracuse with my family, and we are going to take a quick trip down to downstate Hudson, New York on Saturday to visit my dad's family.
Awesome. Safe travels, and our thanks to the Romano Auto Dealerships for all they do and for advertising on the radio station. Linda High, how about you? What does Christmas look like?
Oh, just a quiet day at the family. My son will altar serve Christmas Eve Mass and hang out at my mom's all day on Christmas Day.
All right, Lynn High, Chief Development Officer with Food Bank of Central New York. News Radio 570 WSYR. Let's check traffic and weather together. Here's Kathy Denman.
From the Price Chopper Market 32
All right.
Traffic Center. Getting a little busy moving into downtown. 690, 81 interchanges are filled in. Slowdowns heading towards your downtown exits. Downtown exits getting busy as well. On the south side, 81 north approaching and passing 481. You are down to one lane, left lane closed. And we do have slowdowns moving into and through that construction zone. Next update in 10 minutes on Syracuse's breaking news, weather, and traffic station, News Radio 570 WSYR.
This report is sponsored by Boost Infinite.
Boost Infinite's new wireless technology gives you 3 networks for the price of 1 and better service at a lower price. Switch today. Visit boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com.
News Radio 570.
WSYR weather.
Turning out breezy and mild today with plenty of sunshine, the high 52. Partly cloudy sky tonight, low 37. Rather cloudy tomorrow, the high 46. Then on Sunday, cloudy, another mild day. Some rain in the afternoon, the high near 50. From the Syracuse Tile and Marble Weather Center, Syracuse Tile and Marble, your one-stop supplier for cabinetry, countertops, and tile. I'm Dan Pedanowski.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. What will you find at Macy's Backstage? How about the perfect holiday gifts, just $25 and under, like matching family PJ.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
And
how
more.
long till I
Find
come
the
back?
latest trend
4.5 minutes.
All right.
prices at a Macy's Backstage store near you.
Then you'll have 4 minutes.
Okay.
Savings on News Radio 570 WSYR.
I'm Dr. Greg Connors, Chief of Pediatrics.
I think on the clock over there you're looking for 48.
Last year, Upstate's Pediatric Emergency Department saw nearly 3,000 kids in need of mental health services. This year, even more.
I'm Dr. Chris Lucas, Vice Chair for Hospital Psychiatry Services. Desperate families are crowding our emergency department for help with their kids who have anxiety, depression, and other mental health crises. We can do more for these kids with your support. Learn more at upstatefoundation.org.
Testosterone levels are at an all-time low. Individual T levels decline 1% every year. Chalk, CHOQ, is the new champion of natural testosterone boosters. Chalk's main ingredient is clinically studied to naturally boost testosterone 20% in 90 days. Supercharge your masculinity and boost your daily energy with Chalk's Male Vitality Stack. For a limited time, our listeners will get 30% off at CHOQ.com with promo code USA. CHOQ.com, code USA.
'Tis the season to bring home Onondaga Grown. From fresh produce, dairy, and meat for your holiday table to Christmas trees. Buy local. Support our county's farm families. Start at OnondagaGrown.com.
Hey, Franz Lotsbury here for Martin Water Conditioning. For about 10 years or so, you and I have been good friends of this company. For about 50 years, this company's been taking care of the water softening needs of people all across this region. 800-204-1133, Bob 2023. Tell them that at a special deal at martinwater.com.
The Central New York Business Journal is CNY's trusted independent business news authority for the past 35 years. It delivers all the relevant business news to navigate our region's ever-changing landscape. It offers insights on area's business trends, much-needed perspectives from local business and area experts. It's all business, available in digital and print. Subscribe or advertise to your target audience online at cnybj.com. That's cnybj.com.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
This year for Christmas, what Pink Rose did for me.
They installed my new front door.
Painted the kids' room.
Stopped my running toilet.
Fixed the broken light switch.
Did sweet crown molding.
Changed out some old doorknob.
Pink Rose does it all.
Your plumbing.
Electrical and carpentry.
But most importantly,
What Pink Rose did.
and what they gave to me was more time with my family.
This year, folks, give yourself the gift of home improvement. Let Pink Rose take care of all your home improvements so you can spend more of your free time enjoying your home with your family.
What do you need done at your house? Just grab your list and call Pink Rose.
Where we're always growing, so we're always hiring. Merry Christmas.
Online at pink-rose.com.
The halls are decked with thousands of kitchen and houseware gift items at Smith Restaurant Supply. Get your old knives sharpened or buy new ones. From pots, pans, and pie plates to fresh roasted Hyman Smith coffee. Find it all at Smith's, Erie Boulevard East across from Texas Roadhouse.
Hey, Dave Allen for my good friends at 4 Power Now, a full-service heating, air conditioning, and electrical contractor. I don't have to tell you, the weather's been crazy, and if you're thinking about a generator, 4 Power Now is Central New York's full-service Generac home standby generator dealer. Get free estimates. Installation service and maintenance. 4 Power Now is Central New York's full-service Generac home standby
We were just talking
generator.
to a board member
Call
last
4
night.
Power Now at
Since he's moved here,
315-463-4455 or visit the number 4powernow.com.
Only at Mattress Express. Any Sealy or Stearns &
30 seconds, Dave.
Okay.
58-inch flat
And then
screen
are we going
TV
right
or
to traffic?
$200 in.
You bet.
No one in New York has all the brands under one roof that Mattress Express has. Go to mattressexpressny.com.
The local show is heard Saturday mornings 11 to 1 and Sundays from 7 to 9. Brought to you by Geddes Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. Right here on 570 WSYR, 106.9 FM, and streaming live on the iHeartRadio app.
All right, 7:45, News Radio 570, WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner here at the Central New York Regional Market, 2100 Park Street in Syracuse. We're live till 9 for Dave Allen's Christmas show. It wouldn't be Christmas without these two elves. Ted Fox, the executive director of the Rosamond Gifford Zoo, joins us along with Carrie Large, Friends of the Zoo executive director. Boy, the zoo has had a spectacular year.
It certainly has.
Wow.
We love it.
You know, last year at this time we were talking about the twins, and they still drawing a big crowd, I'm guessing.
They
right?
really are. They're both over 1,000 pounds now, which is just amazing. They're doing so well, and we had people from all over the world coming to see them because of how rare twin births in elephants are. So we couldn't have been happier with their progress. The veterinary staff love them. Our animal care staff are doing such an amazing job. We've got experts from in the elephant field coming to watch the progress and help with that, and it's just amazing. Every day, it's Christmas.
To have the koalas over the summer, what was that like? What was it?
That was amazing, and the Friends funded that whole thing, which is really, really important for us. It had a huge conservation component, so we have to support Australian animals and the government there. They actually own the koalas, and then the San Diego Zoo runs the program. So it was a lot. It was 2 years of planning to get that to happen, but for so many people in the community that would never have been able to go to Australia or even San Diego to see koalas, and to have 2 of them here all summer for our community was just truly amazing.
And the community actually donated $17,000 towards conservation efforts for the koalas.
That's
so that was
awesome.
phenomenal.
Tell the story about how the koalas got here. I love that.
So thanks to our friends at Southwest Airlines.
Yeah, they were amazing.
It was amazing because they had to have their own seats in the cabin of the plane. We had to send 2 of our keepers out there. One came from San Diego. Our veterinary staff had to go out and train out there about koala care and all that. So again, it was a long process, but the airlines were so good about they got royal treatment the whole way.
VIP
so they
treatment.
Why am I picturing 2 koalas strapped into a couple of seats on an airplane watching Weekend at Bernie's for a couple of hours?
Could you imagine getting on your plane ride and then there's 2 koalas there?
So, Carrie, Friends of the Zoo, you're kind of the fundraising arm for the zoo, and so you've got people involved. What? Give us a behind-the-scenes look at Friends at the Zoo.
Sure. It's anything that this guy here needs and whatever our animals need. So we really focus on living our mission every single day. The animal team does that, and through the work that the Friends do, we're doing that also. So bringing the koalas here to get the community to connect with the animals, to learn how to truly care about animals and care about our planet and care about each other.
2 more nights for the holiday event.
You better get
tonight
there.
and tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So the zoo is decorated. It looks all festive. There's hot chocolate. There's give us a sneak peek of what's
You're
happening.
going to walk in and you're just going to feel the festive feel. I know there's no snow on the ground right now, which is okay right now. We're not complaining, but the lights that are throughout the zoo, it just makes you feel very festive. There's actors and actresses, people on stilts. There's ice carving. There's hot chocolate, and $1 goes to United Way. And there's a market there, so if you got those last-minute gifts that you got to buy, come to the zoo and get those.
Should be a perfect night for tonight,
be
and your teeth won't be chattering as you walk around
No,
the zoo.
exactly.
Ted, what's 2024 look like at the zoo?
We've been getting this time of year is when we bring on all our new animals. So because the weather's perfect for us to be able to transport animals. So we have a new Amur leopard. So we hopefully will have Amur leopard cubs this year. We are getting a new male takin. We got a female panda. We have a new sloth male. So it's an exciting time for us to get ready. And we start getting ready at the end of this season. Usually by September, we're starting to think about next year and what we're going to do and how we're going to do it.
We could do a whole full show with the two of you. Ted, real quick, wish our listeners a happy holiday.
Happy holiday, everyone. Thank you so much, and support the zoo when you can.
Carrie, your turn.
Happy holidays, everyone. We really, truly appreciate all the support for the animals that we take care of and in the wild.
I treasure our friendship with you two tremendously and what you do here in the community. Keep up the great work. Ted Fox, the Executive Director, and Carrie Large, Friends of the Zoo Executive Director with the Rosamond Gifford Zoo. Happy holidays.
Same to you.
All right, News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's check traffic and weather together. Here's Kathy Denton.
From the Price Chopper Market 32 Traffic Center. Steady traffic downtown, not too bad. 690-81 interchanges. Minor slowdowns heading towards your downtown exits. In Beeville, Route 48 between Denio Street and Route 31. Single lane alternating traffic with flaggers through there today. That's going to slow you down, so you do want to plan ahead for it. Next update in 10 minutes on Syracuse's breaking news, weather, and traffic station, News Radio 570 WSYR.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. This week we'll have the story of Laura Ingalls Wilder. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Did I miss weather?
News Radio 570.
Not yet.
Plenty of sunshine today, breezy and quite mild for this time of year.
Just in time.
Okay.
It'll be partly cloudy tonight, the low 37.
And then we can coast all through here, right?
Oh, you bet.
Okay.
38. Cloudy on Sunday. Occasional rain and drizzle arriving by the afternoon, the high near 50. From the Syracuse Tile and Marble Weather Center, Syracuse Tile and Marble, your one-stop supplier for cabinetry, countertops, and tile. I'm Dan Pedanowski.
What a beautiful morning. We got nothing but sunshine here in downtown Syracuse at the Market Diner. It's 41 degrees at News Radio 570 WSYR.
Testosterone levels are at an all-time low. Individual T levels decline 1% every year. Chalk, CHOQ, is the new champion of natural testosterone boosters. Chalk's main ingredient is clinically studied to naturally boost testosterone 20% in 90 days. Supercharge your masculinity and boost your daily energy with Chalk's Male Vitality Stack. For a limited time, our listeners will get 30% off at CHOQ.com with promo code USA. CHOQ.com, code USA.
Hey friends, Lonsberry here for Pawn Pro. For those of you who don't like to shop, I think you ought to go to Pawn Pro. Pawn Pro is like a treasure trove, and it's not just used items. There's plenty of brand new.
3 minutes.
For way less than you'll pay elsewhere. You never know what you're going to find. And please, this holiday season, don't go to a big online place. It's important to spend your holiday dollars with local businesses like Pawn Pro. It's fun to look around. You'll see things that bring back memories. And because there are so many different items, you get great ideas. You'll find one-of-a-kind gifts you won't find in a regular store. Coins, watches, records, toys, sports stuff, retro gifts, jewelry, tools, you name it. All that, and they'll wrap it for free. You don't like to shop? Go to Pawn Pro. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy the experience. That's Pawn Pro on Erie Boulevard East. PawnPro.com.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to ConsumerCellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
Hi, this is Ralph Montfort. I'm the owner of Casanova Jewelry. Growing up in central New York, the holiday season was always a very special time. My parents would go to the garage, the attic, or the basement, pull out a big box and set it in front of our tree. My family and I would pull Christmas tree ornaments out to decorate the tree, and along with every ornament we hung went a little story of a previous Christmas or a special occasion. This year at Casanova Jewelry, either in the village of Casanova or the Fayetteville Town Center, we would
90 seconds.
All right, thank
Christmas ornament to start a tradition or add to your collection of holiday memories. With every purchase of jewelry or a watch between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we will give you a beautiful Christmas ornament to light up your tree. So this Christmas, come into Casanova Jewelry, either in the village of Casanova or the Fayetteville Town Center, and purchase a piece of jewelry or a watch and receive a beautiful, lighted, blown glass Christmas tree ornament as a special gift to you and your family.
Hi, James Provenzano here from James Mitsubishi. With a deal so good, I brought in Santa Claus to tell you about it.
Oh, wait, James. I feel like you're trying to play Santa with this 000 deal.
You mean the James Mitsubishi Outlander sign and drive lease. 0 down, 0 first payment, and 0 security deposit.
And all folks have to do is text the word 0 to James 1.
Well, Santa, all you...
Straight to sports in 30 seconds. Faden goes in.
Thank you.
Mitsubishi Outlander with all-wheel drive, Apple CarPlay, backup camera, and more. Just $457 per month while supplies last.
Put a new Outlander under your tree.
We only have 33 left, Santa. Sign and drive a new Outlander. 0 down, 0 first payment, and 0 security deposit. Just $457 per month.
Text the word 0 to James 1 now.
Only at James Mitsubishi. Ho, ho, ho.
But it requires bank approval. Stock number 86130. 39 month lease. 10,000 miles per year. MSRP 35,660 plus tax, tag, and fee.
7:55 on News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's get to sports now. Here's John Tulio.
All right, you got it, Dave, and good morning. Syracuse football will host Ohio State transfer quarterback Kyle McCord for an official visit this weekend. That's according to multiple.
You bet.
All right, thanks.
Now, this past season,
See you after news.
McCord tossed 24 touchdowns and just 6 interceptions. Syracuse men's basketball will take on Oregon Sunday in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Meanwhile, the SU women back inside the JMA Wireless Dome Monday night as they will play host to Cornell. SU football will take on South Florida Thursday, December the 18th in the Boca Raton Bowl. Syracuse Crunch, they're on the road at Utica Saturday, then at Providence on Sunday. Meanwhile, the Sabres tonight will visit Vegas. Thursday night football saw the Raiders crush the Chargers 63-21. The Bills will host the Cowboys Sunday at 4:25 on Fox. From the Del Lago Sports Desk, I'm John DeGilio. Sports at 25 and 55, right here on News Radio 570 WSYR.
This hour is brought to you by Seneca Savings on News Radio 570 WSYR.
During the season of giving back at Matthews Kia on Route 31 in Clay, save on a new 2023 Kia Forte LXS, packed with tech, including lane departure warning, backup camera, perimeter approach lights, and much more. Lease it for only $269 per month with $29.95 down at Matthews Kia, Route 31 in Clay, or MatthewsKiaofClay.com, where we also have a great selection of 2024 Kias in stock. Lease price $21,490, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, $29.95 due at signing, includes first payment, tax and fees extra, rebates to dealer, Kia lease cash of $1,700, no security deposit, must finance through KMF to qualified buyers, ends 1/2/24.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code PLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code PLAY.
Immerse yourself in premium nationwide coverage, contract-free plans, and always free activation with Consumer Cellular, now at your local Target. While you're there, check out our newest phone, the Iris Flip. It's all the phone and camera you need, plus it features a user-friendly design, making it the perfect flip phone. From now to December 16th, you can score $10 off when you buy the Consumer Cellular Iris Flip at Target, making it only $39.99. Visit your nearest Target for the full scoop.
Testosterone levels are at an all-time low. Individual T levels decline 1% every year. Chalk. CHOQ is the new champion of natural testosterone boosters. Chalk's main ingredient is clinically studied to naturally boost testosterone 20% in 90 days. Supercharge your masculinity and boost your daily energy with Chalk's Male Vitality Stack. For a limited time, our listeners will get 30% off at CHOQ.com with promo code USA. CHOQ.com, code USA.
Celebrate this holiday season with employee pricing for all, exclusively at McGuire Chevrolet of Baldwinsville. That's right, choose any new vehicle at McGuire Chevrolet right now and get employee pricing. It'll save you thousands. Check out this incredible offer. Drive a new 2024 Chevrolet Equinox LT for only $325 a month for 36 months. This McGuire Equinox has it all, including all-wheel drive and convenience package. Still just $325 a month. And to see even more savings, shop us online right now at McGuireChevroletofBaldwinsville.com to find our exclusive Santa Select discounts. Hurry in now. Employee pricing for all is only for a short time. McGuire Chevrolet of Baldwinsville, 112 Syracuse Street. Together, let's drive. Stock number 24CS124. MSRP 32490. 36-month lease with approved credit. 10,000 annual miles. 25-cent excess mileage penalty. Pricing includes lease loyalty conquest. $12.25 down payment includes first payment, taxes, DMV fees, and acquisition fees. No security deposit. See dealer for details. And 1224.
WSYR FM Solvay, WSYR AM Syracuse. This is News Radio 570.
WSYR,
Syracuse's breaking news,
weather and traffic station
on 106.9 FM.
and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
We got sunshine. It is 41 degrees here in downtown Syracuse. It's 8 o'clock. Good morning. I'm Ian Wheatley, and these are the top stories. Police are searching for a teenager's killer. Syracuse taking more steps to tamp down gun violence, and the U.S. tries to get Israel to change its strategy against Hamas as bombing ramped up in Gaza. Details are straight ahead. Traffic and weather together on the 10s right now. Here's Kathy Denman.
From the Price Chopper Market 32 Traffic Center. Traffic looks good moving into downtown 690-81 interchanges. Minor slowdowns in Manlius. Fayette Street at West Pleasant. We do have a minor accident there. Police on scene of that. In Beeville, Route 48 between Denio Street and Route 31. Single lane alternating traffic with flaggers. Plan for delays. Next update in 10 minutes. Now in the 570 WSYR Weather Center. Here's meteorologist Dan Patanowski.
A good deal of sunshine, breezy and mild today, the high 52. Partly cloudy tonight, low 37. Rather cloudy tomorrow, high 46. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night, the low 38.
I was going to bring a toy, but I didn't know if you guys were doing that here.
They likely urge the U.S. to get Israel to stop the war. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. The Palestinian president Mahmoud Abbas will meet today with National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, who was just in Israel for talks as the war keeps raging in Gaza. Sullivan is pressing them to do more to protect civilians while targeting Hamas.
Israel has the intent to make sure that it is drawing those distinctions clearly and in a sustainable way, and we want to see the results match up to that.
3 more hostages taken by Hamas in the October terror attack are confirmed dead. Sullivan says it makes it even harder on hostage relatives.
Their family members who are waiting hour by hour, day by day, to learn the fate of their loved ones, to know when they're going to come home, when they'll be able to embrace them again.
Iran-backed militants keep targeting cargo ships in the Middle East. Their missiles have missed some this week, but they hit 2 today.
A ballistic missile launched out of an area controlled by the Iranian-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen hit a Swiss-owned container ship with Liberian flags in the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, which links the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden.
Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. Another ship also hit by a projectile. There were reports of fires on both. There's a Hamas-linked terror plot busted up in Germany, where prosecutors say 3 men were preparing to attack Jewish institutions with weapons. Hamas were going to leave for them underground. Unrelated to that, 2 people are in custody in Denmark on suspicion of plotting a terror attack. In Ohio, a teenager is accused of planning to attack a synagogue.
An unnamed 13-year-old boy is charged with inducing panic and disorderly conduct. The teen is accused of posting a detailed plan to complete a mass shooting at Temple Israel in Canton, and then planning to stream the act on the platform Discord.
Fox's Tom Graham. A royal victory in court in Britain. A justice in the High Court ruled in Prince Harry's favor in a lawsuit against the publisher of the Daily Mirror newspaper, ruling the prince was victimized by phone hacking, widespread and habitual, awarding Harry $180,000. America's listening to Fox News.
570 WSYR News Time, 8:04. Syracuse police identifying the 15-year-old who was shot and killed Tuesday night.
Officers were responding to a shots fired call on the 100 block of Cheney Street. Their investigation led them to Lower Onondaga Park, where they found K-Ron Works shot in the back. Works died at the hospital. He was a student at Ontech Charter High School in Syracuse. No arrests have been made. Dave Smith, News Radio 570 WSYR.
Syracuse Common Council voting Monday to allocate $1.4 million in federal funding to continue to address gun violence.
Those numbers are people. Those are people's lives that are being impacted.
Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh on those numbers. Works murdered the 21st homicide this year. That's up from 16 this time a year ago. 3 Central New York organizations will be sharing a portion of $20 million in state funds to help curb the violence.
No, I don't have time. How can
It's
I have
part of a public
money or
health
time?
approach to addressing violence. Syracuse Community Connections and
Who have you had
SUNY
on so
Upstate
far?
Medical Center will get a combined total of more than $1.2 million. Governor Hochul says public
Mark
safety is her
Molinaro
top
about an hour
priority,
ago.
and her office is focused.
Did you call it or coming?
Holiday, News Radio 570 WSYR.
News is sponsored by Manion and Capani. Your next news is at 8:30. Breaking news anytime. The Dave Allen Christmas Show continuing now on News Radio 570 WSYR on 106.9 FM.
All right, thanks, Ian. It's 8:05. Dave Allen, we're live at the Market Diner here for Dave Allen's Christmas show. We're here till night. You think that's funny, huh? What? You don't sit around on the floor of Congress ringing a bell like that?
I wish we could.
Yeah, it is always great to welcome Congresswoman Claudia Tenney to the show. This is a little different. We actually get to see you in person this year. It's this is a treat. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Thank you. Merry Christmas to me. But,
Merry
that's
Christmas.
fine.
Listen, it's been a hell of a week in Washington. Are we finally getting somewhere with some of this stuff?
Well, if you're talking about the impeachment, we did finally get our impeachment inquiry passed, and it was a great day because we actually had 100% unanimity on the Republican side, which is what if we're going to get anything done, this is what we have to do. We have a very slim majority. Starting in January, we're down, obviously, 2 more seats, which leads us to about a 3-seat majority. We have a couple of retirements, and we could very well lose the majority, which means that's the end of the gavels, that's the end of the investigations into Biden, that's the end of holding the Democrats accountable, it's the end of our border security bill, which is rotting in the Senate, the most comprehensive, strongest border security bill ever passed. H.R. 2 is sitting there in Chuck Schumer's lap. Same with our important energy bill that's going to give us energy independence. Not only is it going to help us out of inflation, the economy, it's going to help us have strength against our foreign adversaries who are circling the wagons right now as we have a very weak, very compromised president, as everybody knows.
The Hunter Biden story this week, the new developments, how big of a deal is that?
Look, I have never seen a more corrupt president in the history of our country. In my lifetime, and based on my research before I was born, there has never been anything where we actually have a president who has been involved as a vice president, as a candidate for president, and continuing as the president, so compromised with our most dangerous adversaries, China, the Chinese Communist Party, Russia, Ukraine, other countries that are not our friends and who harbor terrorists. It's a really dangerous situation, and yet the Democrats are really just stonewalling. Joe Biden is using the Department of Justice under Merrick Garland, who I think is a dirty cop, to prevent us from doing anything. The FBI, the IRS have slow-walked this, trying to prevent us from actually getting at Hunter Biden, from Hunter Biden to Joe Biden. So while we have these things happening in plain sight, and by the way, kudos to the Republicans like Jim Jordan, James Comer, Jason Smith, who have been able to piece together all these reports, and we've had to. It's been almost an impossible task because our own government is working to protect an unlawful president who's committing and has committed crimes in plain sight and is engaged in the cover-up. There was Richard Nixon, who didn't commit a crime but engaged in a cover-up, and that was worse than the crime. We have a president that's doing both, and yet our own government is working against us.
What's your relationship like with the new House Speaker?
The new House Speaker has been a long-time, very good friend of mine. We came in as freshmen together in the 115th Congress, which was 2017, 2018. He's absolutely a terrific guy. He's super smart. He's a constitutionalist, very conservative, but he's also practical. He's a guy with a strong spiritual faith, so he's also leading with a good compass. He's probably one of the most ethical people you will ever meet, ever. in anywhere. He is working hard, but again, when we go to the Senate and we're divided and we have our own party members attacking each other in media and demand and saying they won't stick together, Chuck Schumer can rest easy knowing they can do whatever they want because we're not together, and that's critically important.
Listen, I'd love to do a full hour with
Yeah.
you. What do the holidays look like for you? And give us some hope for 2024.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone out there who are helping people who are truly needy and helping people who don't have family members, who get a little love and a little attention and some kindness from people, and so many great organizations out there. I want to just say thank you to the Marines. My son is a Marine, for their decades-long Toys for Tots program to help needy children, and so many other great organizations. You got the Salvation Army here. You're ringing the bells. A lot of great people out there really showing warmth. For me, it's just going to be hopefully getting to see my new, my nieces just had identical twins.
Wow.
So 2 boys. I haven't seen them yet. They're going to be coming home for Christmas.
Nice.
So very excited about seeing some of the new family members that we have.
And hope for 2024. Is it going to be a good year?
I hope. I mean, we have got to stay strong as a nation. Our country hangs in the balance, and I just hope everyone will start to really go after the facts and not just read and believe everything you see on social media. Take a moment to pause and think about what's really true and what isn't. Try to get the facts before we jump to conclusions.
Yeah. Israel weighs on my heart this morning. I've been to a lot of menorah lightings over the past week. Hanukkah just ended last night. I'm sure you've been to Christmas tree lightings over the past couple of weeks. What are we going to do about this Israel situation?
Look,
just how involved are we in this?
Look, we're involved. It's just so disheartening to see the misinformation out there that has been able to captivate, especially students on campus, perpetuated by some of the rhetoric that we're seeing that's not being protected. Our Jewish students are in peril. And just seeing some of the policies that some of our most esteemed universities are carrying out have to change. I got to watch the exclusive footage that the Israeli Defense Forces put together of the GoPros of the Hamas terrorists on October 7th. I couldn't get through the first 20. I couldn't get past 20 minutes. It was the most disgusting, horrible thing I've ever seen in my life, that human beings could treat other people this way. It's beyond anything I've ever seen in my life, and I hope people realize we are facing We're facing evil on our earth right now, and to not understand that and to support these people who are willing to put civilians as shields, putting them in ambulances, in hospitals, using them, having no regard for their own people. It's really a terrible situation. But I have faith, and I know that Jewish people are strong, and they have a lot of support in our communities and in our country. And I hope the truth will prevail, and we'll find some more chances for peace.
Real quick, let's end on a light note here. Wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas to everyone. I'm just so grateful to everyone in my district. I absolutely love it. I hope this scourge of redistricting doesn't change it. I love my community. I love representing this district, and I want to just say thank you to everyone in the district and everyone who works for me, who does such a phenomenal job helping me to be able to be so transparent, to explain every vote. I'm still the only member of Congress in the House or Senate that explains in detail every vote that I take on the House floor. It's my way to be transparent.
I love that you do that.
And to make sure that we have self-governance, because that is the opposite of communism and authoritarianism that's breathing down our necks. So I just want to say thank you to them. Thank you to everyone in my district. I love representing it. I love the job that I do. I get up every day excited to go to work for the people of New York 24.
Merry Christmas to you. Congresswoman
Thanks
Claudia
so much.
Tenney. News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner. Let's check traffic and weather together. Here's Kathy Denman.
From the Price Chopper Market 32 Traffic Center, traffic looks good heading through downtown. Roads are clear. Things have thinned out. 690, 81 interchanges. Just some minor slowdowns for you right now. South Cross Avenue between East Genesee and East Fayette still closed to all traffic. On the south side, 81 north at 481, left lane closed through there. Minor slowdowns. Next update in 10 minutes on Syracuse's breaking news, weather, and traffic station, News Radio 570 WSYR.
This report is sponsored by HomePowerSystems.net.
With unpredictable weather and an overloaded power grid, be prepared with Home Power Systems backup power solutions and 24/7 service. Choose a free 10-year warranty or 0% financing with installations as low as $70 a month. Home Power Systems.
News Radio 570.
WSYR weather.
Turning out breezy and mild today with plenty of sunshine, the high 52. Partly cloudy sky tonight, low 37. Rather cloudy tomorrow, the high 46. Then on Sunday, cloudy, another mild day. Some rain in the afternoon, the high near 50. From the Syracuse Tile and Marble Weather Center, Syracuse Tile and Marble, your one-stop supplier for cabinetry, countertops, and tile. I'm Dan Pedanowski.
Is Control-Alt-Delete reboot and restart your IT answer to tech questions? Trust the experts at your local IT department to fix what's broken. Fix IT. Call your local IT department at 315-333-0999. 333-0999.
Did I miss the weather?
You did.
Okay.
It's luxury
When
on
are
a
we
whole
coming
new
back?
level. Then get ready to be
2 minutes. Is the mayor ready?
I don't see him,
2024
but I'll
Lexus
look around.
RX 350 and Burdick
Right back.
Lexus. With its sleek design and advanced features, this car will take your driving experience to a whole new level. And now, for a limited time only, you can take advantage of special rates as low as 2.49% for up to 48 months with approved credit through Lexus Financial Services of Tier 1 or better. FICO score of 700 or greater. But hurry, you must take delivery by January 2nd, 2024.
I'm Dr. Greg Connors, Chief of Pediatrics at Upstate Golisano Children's Hospital. Last year, Upstate's Pediatric Emergency Department saw nearly 3,000 kids in need of mental health services. This year, even more.
I'm Dr. Chris Lucas, Vice Chair for Hospital Psychiatry Services. Desperate families are crowding our emergency department for help with their kids who have anxiety, depression, and other mental health crises. We can do more for these kids with your support. Learn more at upstatefoundation.org.
Hi, James Provenzano here from James Mitsubishi. With a deal so good, I brought in Santa Claus to tell you about it.
Oh, wait, James. I feel like you're trying to play Santa with this.
We have live cameras, live mics feeding
deal.
YouTube.
You mean the James Mitsubishi Outlander?
Can I throw something out?
Yeah.
Right. Zero first payment.
I dropped my daughter off at school at 8:05.
And all folks.
Quickly.
Dave, let me run spots. We're going to go to traffic and weather. You're going to come out of that so that way you actually have a block of time. You'll have like 4.5 minutes with the mayor at that, closer to 5. That makes sense? Do you follow?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to run spots for until 20.
Okay.
You're going to come back, and then you'll do the mayor, and then you'll do sports.
All right, so, all right.
0 James 1 now.
Only at James Mitsubishi. Ho, ho, ho.
But it requires bank approval.
How are you?
6130, 39 updates, 10,000 miles per year. MSRP 35,660 plus tax tag and fees.
Come see why it's got to be nigh. Hi, I'm Garrett Schrader, quarterback of the Syracuse Orange. The season isn't over yet, and neither are the great end-of-year deals at Nye. Come see why it's got to be nigh at NYEAUTO.com. That's NYEAUTO.com.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
I'm trying to think. I saw you at a festival. Or
Always
something.
wanted to try a purple mattress at Mattress
Also
Express. On any Rejuvenate
I didn't
King or
realize you had
Queen
a
set,
dog
get a
that big.
75-inch flat screen TV, 10 different purple
125
mattresses on display. No one else in New York State has all the brands under one
Families
roof that
okay?
Mattress Express has.
This is a special alert to
Really
all
well.
Americans
Yeah.
who own a vehicle
happy,
with
healthy.
less than 200,000 miles with an auto
Do
warranty
you know
about to
Congresswoman
expire
Claudia
or with
Tenney?
no
I was just
warranty
listening.
coverage at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Due
say
to a
hello
decline
and
in the
I'm done.
economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public
That
to
son's
save any
blinding.
driver
It's a
out-of-pocket
little
I'm not
expenses on
complaining.
future
I know.
auto repairs.
We
Call
should-
now
I
to
don't know
find
if you
out how
remember
you can
last
pay
year, it was a
almost
bear
nothing
getting
for
here.
covered auto repairs.
I do remember
Yes,
that
you
now that
heard
you
that
mention it.
correctly.
Yeah.
Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-901-2397 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-901-2397. That's 800-901-2397. What do you have to lose? Call 800-901-2397. Again, 800-901-2397.
Hey, France Lonsbury.
2 minutes, Dave.
How are you? The myths about bath remodeling, right? It takes too long, it's messy, it costs too much. Well, none of that is true with Bath Fitter's tub-over-tub process. There's no tear out, so there's no mess or stress. Installed
both
in a day
ways.
with their unique one-piece wall system to create
Pretty
a
cool. I met
watertight
Anna
seal,
when I was
and every
campaigning, and
bath
she was
fitter
in high
comes with
school,
a
and now she's
lifetime
working.
warranty. Now, through the end of the year, qualified buyers can finance for 48 months interest-free to fit your budget. Bath
And then
Fitter,
how long
it
can I
just
go?
fits.
Hey, Dave Allen from my good friends at 4 Power Now, a full service.
Oh, wait.
As long as your heart
So,
desires.
I'm sorry.
really.
We're going to traffic, and then
You're going to do traffic weather. You're kind of going to come out of bed. It'll be like 21 when you're coming back.
Okay.
You can go clear to you can go clear to sports. So 25, 26. We're okay.
The Central New York.
We're getting ahead, if you could believe such a thing.
Call 4Power now at 315-463-4455 or visit the number 4powernow.com.
It only happens this time of year, and it only happens at McGuire Chevrolet of Baldwinsville. Santa's Select Discounts. You can find Santa's Select Discounts on our website right now, McGuireChevroletofBaldwinsville.com. These special savings are only available on select models in stock and only while they last, so hurry. Add up all our special one-time only discounts, and you'll find savings up to
30 seconds to traffic.
off MSRP. Those are savings you don't want to miss. Get to our website as soon as you can, and you could find yourself saving up to $11,000 just like that. Looking for a truck? Find new Chevy Silverados like the CX 4x4 Double Cab for under $40,000. You heard right, under $40,000 for a new Silverado with our special Santa Select discounts. Don't wait any longer. Get to McGuireChevroletofBaldwinsville.com and see how much you can save with Santa's Select discounts. McGuire Chevrolet of Baldwinsville, 112 Syracuse Street. Together, let's drive.
All right, it's 8:20, News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. But first, let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Denton.
From the Price Chopper Market 32 Traffic Center. On the south side, 81 north, approaching and passing 481 left lane closed. Going to slow you down
Obviously
through there.
felt
Plan
a little
ahead
different
for
this
it.
year.
In Beeville, Route 48 between Denio Street and Route 31. Single lane alternating traffic with flaggers through there today. You want to plan for slowdowns throughout the day. Next update in 10 minutes on Syracuse's breaking news weather and traffic station, News Radio 570 WSYR.
This report is sponsored by Discover. If you like using debit over credit, shouldn't you also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases with no fees, period. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
News Radio 570.
WSYR weather.
Plenty of sunshine today, breezy and quite mild for this time of year, the high 52. It'll be partly cloudy tonight, the low 37. Rather cloudy tomorrow, high 46. Cloudy tomorrow night, low 38. Cloudy on Sunday. Occasional rain and drizzle arriving by the afternoon, the high near 50. From the Syracuse Tile and Marble Weather Center.
Is this fair
Are
game?
you coming back now?
Is that open for
Top
business?
supplier for cabinetry, countertops, and tile. I'm Dan Pedanowski.
Hey, it's a beautiful morning. We've got clear skies, sunshine. It's 42 degrees here at the Market Diner as Dave Allen's Christmas show continues on News Radio 570 WSYR. Oh, we're doing this. All right, listen. That's a Salvation Army bell. Our friends here at the Market Diner, they have a Salvation Army red kettle year-round at the cash register. So anytime that you come here for breakfast or any meal, be sure to kick in a little loose change there at the red kettle. We have one here at our broadcast table as well for the Salvation Army. It wouldn't be the holidays without having the mayor of Syracuse on. Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh joins us now. Mayor, always great to see you. How are you?
Good morning, Dave. I'm doing really well. The sun's shining. It's a beautiful day. Happy to be with you.
Listen, I don't want to dwell on this, but it's been a tough week. We had another teen killed this week in the city. I'm sure this is not easy for you as the mayor. What are we going to do about this?
It's awful, Dave. And it's the worst part of the job. I was on the scene that evening. I literally just dropped off my daughter and got right back in the car and went down there and talked to some kids in the neighborhood. It is traumatizing for so many people in this community. When you look at over the past 6 years of this administration, not 1 year has gone by where we haven't invested in a new program, tried something new, tried something different. And the reality is, if this was simple to fix, we would have fixed it by now. But it's complicated. But we're working really hard on it. Our Safer Streets program is finally about to be underway. We had all of our community partners together yesterday morning, planning what we're going to do in the new year. So, until we solve this problem and take care of our kids, we're never going to reach our full potential as a community. But I wouldn't be in this line of work if I didn't think that was possible.
There are a lot of good things happening in the city. You want to highlight a few things?
Oh, man. I mean, I'm just looking over the past few months. We had our groundbreaking for the STEAM school, something that's been long in the works and, directly related to the challenges that we have with our young people. That school is going to give them a world-class facility, not just kids in the city, but kids in the suburbs as well, to learn skills that will be applicable to all the new companies that are coming to town, whether it's Micron or the companies like TTM that are expanding, making sure our kids have the skills necessary to compete in the new economy, not to mention a world-class performing arts center in the old Lincoln Auditorium. The Tech Garden just a block away is expanding. That's been such a success story. It's grown some incredible companies out of there, from TCG Player to Density to so many more. So lots to be excited about, but again, still lots of work to do.
Mayor, Rob Simpson, its Interstate CEO, is a master at painting a vision of what this community will look like down the road. What's your vision of Syracuse?
Well, it helps that Rob and I have been having coffee every Friday morning for about 15 years now. But, you know, the future is bright. I tell people, when I was in high school, my dad couldn't look me in the eye, as optimistic as he is and as hard as he worked, and say for sure that I was going to have opportunities here in Syracuse. I can look every high schooler in the eye today, including my young daughters, and say there will be opportunity here. I think what the key is, what the key challenge is, and what I believe will happen is if we can extend that opportunity to those historically who have not benefited from it, whether it's people of color, women, veterans, other marginalized groups, that's how we're going to truly move the needle in this community and raise up our entire community. But that's what I believe we're going to do.
Yeah, I used to say there's a good synergy between you and the county executive and Center State and Rob Simpson. And is that still the case? Is there a good synergy between
Absolutely.
all you movers and shakers?
County executive and I grew up 2 blocks from each other. I was on Robino, he was on Wellesley. Both went to Most Holy Rosary in Ludden. I was a year older than him, so we've known each other our whole lives, and that helps. We've got a lot of friends in common, and I think that helps us hold each other accountable. But we've got a really good relationship. Rob, again, I worked with at the MDA. We are very close. The alignment of leadership in this community is unprecedented as long as I've been doing this work, and it's not a coincidence that we have so many opportunities. The private sector wants to see partnership. They don't want to see dysfunction, and we have true partnerships right now in this community.
Mayor, we could do a full hour together. Unfortunately, we got to scoot. Hope for 2024 and a Christmas wish.
Again, as you can tell, I am very bullish on the future of this community, and I think that it's important that we all pull together and, again, lift everybody up in the process. But I'm just so grateful for all the opportunities we have in this community. I'm grateful for our first responders, our police officers, our firefighters that are out there keeping us safe every day, our military personnel, our city employees. I was just walking in here, and I ran into one of our employees, Andy Jakubowski, who runs our litter picking crew in the city. They are the hardest working, one of the best crews we have in the city that are literally keeping our city clean every day. We have so many unsung heroes like that in city government that are just out doing the people's work. I'm truly grateful for them, as I am everyone that I serve in the city.
Mayor, it's always great to have you on. Merry Christmas. We'll see you in 2024.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh, News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's get to some sports now. Here's John DiTullio.
All right, you got it, Dave, and good morning. Syracuse football will host Ohio State transfer quarterback Kyle McCord for an official visit this weekend. That's according to multiple reports. Now, this past season for the Buckeyes, McCord tossed 24 touchdowns and just 6 interceptions. Syracuse men's basketball will take on Oregon Sunday in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Meanwhile, the SU women back inside the JMA Wireless Dome Monday night as they will play host to Cornell. SU football will take on South Florida Thursday, December the 18th in the Boca Raton Bowl. Syracuse Crunch, they're on the road at Utica Saturday, then at Providence on Sunday. Meanwhile, the Sabres tonight will visit Vegas. Thursday night football saw the Raiders crush the Chargers 63-21. The Bills will host the Cowboys Sunday at 4:25 on Fox. From the Del Lago Sports Desk, I'm John DiTullio. Sports at 25 and 55, right here on News Radio 570 WSYR.
This report is sponsored by Boost Infinite.
Boost Infinite's new wireless technology gives you 3 networks for the price of 1 and better service at a lower price. Switch today. Visit boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com.
Boost. The results are in. Matthews Auto is the #1 top-selling Kia dealer group.
I like to move it, move it.
Okay.
The mics are live because we're feeding a YouTube channel. You're on camera right here.
Great. Perfect.
Well, you've had some year.
Sure has.
It's exciting, though.
It is. It is exciting. I think there's good energy. There's good vibes.
All right, so I don't know if you know this, but after you, we have members of the SU Brass Ensemble that are going to play some music.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
So the timing just worked out.
That's awesome.
I really appreciate you doing
Oh,
this.
Dave, thanks for having me. My pleasure. I love this. It's a cool place.
So we'll just talk a little football, talk a little basketball.
All right.
What's to
Great.
come? Hope for 2024.
Great.
Nothing too serious. I may ask you about the seats.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's you should. That's fair.
A lot of changes.
You want me to add headphones? No
If
headphones?
you want to listen, you can. It's
Yeah.
not necessary.
You do this every year?
Yeah. This is our 6th year to do it here at the Market Diner.
That's
It's
awesome.
worked out really well.
That's awesome. I think it's really, really cool you do this.
I can't believe the weather. Last year we had a horrible snowstorm during the show.
It's absolutely perfect weather.
Yeah. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Take care. Make sure you ring a bell. Do you have bells on the table? Oh, and 5G in the dome now. That's sweet.
Yes. Yes. Took a little longer than we would have preferred, but it's good.
Let's do it every month.
All right. And we're going straight through to traffic, or what do you want to do? All right, thanks, Ian. We're live at the Market Diner with our Salvation Army bells and our Salvation Army red kettles, raising a little money for the Salvation Army. Hey, you're a little weak on the bells over there. All right. Hey, it is always great to welcome John Wildhack to the show. John's the Director of Athletics at Syracuse University. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dave. How are you?
Great to see you in person. You have had quite the year.
It's been an eventful year, to say the least.
Well, there is such a buzz about Syracuse University sports right now. Basketball, football. What's 2024 looking like?
I think 2024, I'm optimistic. We do. There's great energy. There's great buzz. What Coach Fran's done in just 2 weeks is unbelievable. He's just totally flipped the narrative, about Syracuse football. We had a great recruiting weekend, very successful weekend last week. We've got 20 recruits on campus this week. Combination of kids that have committed to us, transfers, and high school seniors that we're in the process of recruiting.
A lot of rumors about who's in town this weekend. Can you confirm or deny any of those rumors?
I'm not allowed to comment on any recruits specifically, NCAA rules, but I will say,
I'm a Buckeye, and I would just wet myself if you told me that this is true.
Well, there's a lot that was written, which is accurate. I'll leave it at that. How's that?
All right.
I'll give you a little clue.
God bless you, John Wildhack. That's awesome. So, we've watched things change and improve at the Dome. 5G has been a big deal. Air conditioning has been a big deal. We're getting ready for the new seats. What's the time frame for that?
Our goal is to be able to go out publicly towards the end of January and announce what we're doing, get to every account holder, every season ticket holder. If their seats are going to be relocated, try to minimize that to the greatest extent possible, give them specific options as well. So it's a really complicated process. We spent a tremendous amount of time planning for this fall, and we want to do it in a way that is least obtrusive for our first season ticket holders.
That's awesome. Got a bowl game coming up. What are we in for?
I'm really proud that we beat Wake Forest. Given the week, that was a tough week for our team and for our staff. And they came together. They beat Wake Forest. They're bowl eligible. Now they get to go to Boca for 4 days. They're excited about that.
Nice.
To play South Florida, and back-to-back bowls. Again, it's a sign of progress, and I think combined with what Coach Fran's done, it builds on the momentum for the program.
Yeah, you think back to your days at ESPN, and now your current role as Director of Athletics at SU. What does this mean for you? What has changed in that time frame from being at ESPN, being in your current position now for a number of years? What's changed?
Oh, God, there's been so much change. I mean, college sports, when I got here 7 years ago and what it is today is dramatically different. There's been more change in the past 2.5 years than there was in the previous 40 years when you talk about NIL, transfer portal, et cetera, that type of thing. So it's a really dynamic and fluid time in college sports. And I think in the media world, too, the media environment has changed dramatically because you're seeing, the erosion of the cable bundle per se, the advent of streaming, and streaming is not only here to stay, it may at some point become the dominant method in which we receive our content. So it's changes. I've always said change is your constant companion in life, and change has been my constant companion the last 7 years.
Yeah, they used to say we couldn't get a Final Four because no air conditioning or not enough hotel rooms. I think we've got the hotel rooms now. Does the configuration of the Dome play into that, or?
I think Final Four would be a long shot because they want to go to NFL stadiums where they can get 75,000 people in there. I think what we can do is focus on first and second round in regionals as we go forward when the NCAA goes through their next cycle of bidding.
Nice. What do the holidays mean for you, John Wildhack?
It starts, family. That's the most important thing in my life. Friends, being with friends. Going to leave with the team on Sunday, fly down to Boca. It's great to be with our football family for 4 days in Boca. Coach Fran's going to come down as well. So it's just, it's the Syracuse family. It's my immediate family. That's what the holidays mean to me.
Yeah, not just football and basketball, but SU athletics just in general. Just a phenomenal program, and you got to be proud to be among such great athletes.
Well, and they're great young people. They're great young men and young women. I was talking to Chris Bleich last week, and he's walking out of here with 2 degrees. He got a master's in entrepreneurship, and he'd like to have an NFL career, but if not, he's going to be incredibly successful. Noah Singleman, who was part of our men's national soccer championship team last year, he's going to go to law school. Julius Roush, who was part of our men's soccer national championship team, he's figuring out he's going to go get his MBA. We have that across the board, across all our sports. We have great young men and young women who represent our university and represent this community. I think at a first-class session, and for me to be a part of that's a privilege.
Take a second to wish our listeners happy holidays.
Happy holidays, go Orange.
John Wildhack, Director of Athletics at Syracuse University. Always great to have you on the show. All right, it's 8:40, News Radio 570 WSYR. Let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Denny.
Awesome. Thank you. Awesome, Dave. Thanks. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Happy holidays. You did a good job. I'll give you a tip.
Thank you. So I'm going to have you sit right here. And then do you need to get up to direct them? Or?
No,
Okay.
they're self-starters.
Okay. So I want to talk about what's happening on Sunday.
Right.
And we'll introduce them, and then they can play.
Yep.
All right. Let me see where we are. Yeah.
Should I put this on?
If you want to. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Okay, well, they'll point to you.
Okay, so when are we coming back? Okay. Okay. All right, so just help me here. I don't need 14 minutes. So oh, okay. So we're not doing this segment till 50. All right. And just to be clear, there's more spots after traffic and weather, right? Okay. Okay. All right, and then I can go to when? Okay. Okay, well, I think we're just about ready, Jim.
Okay.
And it's 8:50 News Radio 570 WSYR. We're live at the Market Diner for Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's check traffic and weather together on the 10s. Here's Kathy Denman. To go to this mic?
Yeah, I think it was probably loud enough. I saw the mic levels before.
We're next. Kelsey, you're going to sing, right? Do we know what they're singing? Boy, a beautiful Friday morning here in downtown Syracuse. We have sunshine. It's 43 degrees at the Market Diner as Dave Allen's Christmas show continues. Boy, oh boy, it has been a fun morning. Our thanks to all of our guests that have come in throughout the morning here. It really has been a who's who of my favorite guests and newsmakers this morning. We thought we'd end the show with a little holiday cheer this year. The Syracuse University Brass Ensemble trombonists have joined us here. We have Clifford Crane, Jim Adario, Jim Greenwald, Rob Enslin, and the director, Jim Spencer, joins us. Jim, great to see you.
Great, thanks to be here.
Thanks for doing this. So, big day at Syracuse University on Sunday. Horns and Harmonies is happening at Hendricks Chapel. What's this event all about?
So this is really an exciting time for us. We have a concert of the entire Syracuse University Brass Ensemble. That's 40 brass players plus percussion, so it's a large group. And we're joined by the Spirit of Syracuse Chorus and others on organ, piano, and other singers that will be joining us for a spectacular family-friendly concert with lighting effects and all kinds of wonderful holiday music.
That's on Sunday. What time?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Is cost involved?
No,
or?
it's free. And the really important thing is free parking. And since the university is not in session, all the lots will be open. And especially the Irving Garage. You just go right in there, and that'll take you right to the foot of the Hendricks Chapel parking lot.
All right, these guys are warmed up. Let's get a little sneak peek at what we're in for on Sunday. You wanna introduce the boys?
Okay, off they go.
Very nice, guys. Nice job. Again, those guys are trombonists from the Syracuse University Brass Ensemble, Horns and Harmonies at Syracuse University's Hendricks Chapel this Sunday at 7 p.m. We hope you can make it. All right, Jim, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. It's 8:55 here at News Radio 570 WSYR. Thanks for listening to Dave Allen's Christmas show. Let's get to sports now. Sports 25 and 55. Here's John DeTullio. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.